Right, we are live. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lads Gaming channel. We are here once again for the weekly update in GTA to see exactly what is going to be on special. I thought I'd be able to go through that wall. To be honest, I thought it was a little bit softer than it was, but it's an unfortunate start. We have got Crazy NZ in the chat. Welcome in, mate. It is good to see you. What do you want to see as double money this week? Because I feel like there's a lot of good stuff that hopefully it could be. I don't think I hit him. It says that I hit him, but I will try and argue it in the court of law whether or not there was contact with my bike here, but I'm in a lobby with not too many people as well, which is kind of good to see. Crazy NZ, you have changed your profile picture just from the time that you sent that first message, I believe. So that is very impressive indeed, but we are going to be heading to the casino, and we are going to be checking out to see whether or not it has updated yet. It shouldn't have though. I believe we are still another half an hour or so away from getting to see this update. And yeah, it could be anything. We had the adder last week, which was a little bit of a throwback vehicle, as I haven't been playing much GTA as well. I'll be honest, since the last weekly update, me and George haven't been on together. I believe he's been on by himself a couple times, if I'm not wrong, but without me is about the only time that he has played, and I haven't played it at all this week, so hopefully it will be a good week, because last week we got in that unfortunate situation of it was only those kind of double mission vehicle vendetta, I believe it was, this week. But hopefully we get some crates. I don't think it'll be crates though. I think it will be maybe more than likely a business of some sort. Maybe heist. Heist would be nice. Have been playing Red Dead Online as well as this Crazy NZ. I don't think I've played too much Xbox at all this week overall. I think I'm pretty much in full-on rugby mode at the moment, so it's quite nice to get this little bit of a spell before we get into the massive weekend that we have got ourselves. And then also next weekend is just as hectic, if not more hectic than this one. Yeah, the brothers as well, says Johnny Blaze. Welcome into the live stream, mate. It is good to see you. Which game? Or actually, I feel like this isn't as straightforward of a question as I thought it was going to be. Which game are you looking forward to the most this weekend? All Blacks versus Pumas or Springboks versus Wallabies? I feel like it could be the second one, maybe. Although, Finlay Christie on the bench for the All Blacks, that was great to see as well, because of the fact we have been waiting for it for a little while. We decided that he would be due a chance, and he is definitely going to be getting a chance off the bench in this match as well. I'm kind of doing a time trial that I've already done, just for the sake of maybe being able to say that I can complete it twice, which would be quite nice for myself in a little bit of form before the new time trial, which I guess once you complete it on the first day, you kind of feel like you don't know what to do with yourself for the rest of the week. I think you're actually supposed to cut up the hill somewhere up here. I always miss it. I think it's around here somewhere. I think I still missed it. I don't think that was the right location that you're supposed to cut through the gaps, but we'll go with it. We'll see whether or not we can still get there to the location, and if we can, I'll be very happy. My personal best was 58 seconds, and as long as I don't get this turn wrong, you almost ruined it, but because they did not, we are going to be able to complete it with a new personal best. That's a good way to, oh, that's not a good way to fall, but it's a good way to start it off. 1G, when's it coming as well? Says KVO. At this stage, it is normally around, it's anywhere between 12 minutes and 42 minutes that they do end up updating it. So I'll be going between a few lobbies just to make sure that I do see it exactly when it comes out. But this week, it's been a little bit rough with the double money. We only had Vehicle Vendetta, which is one of those adversary modes. So hopefully we get something good here. That's another rock, unfortunately. I am attracted to them at the moment, like my bike is a magnet, and the rock is one of those massive magnets. Or it could be a little small magnet, you know, one of those ones that are very, very just aggressively strong. What that rock was. I'll go with that anyway. That is the excuse of the day. There's actually a guy with a vehicle that has rockets and whatnot, and he's kind of close to me, so I don't think I want to crash too much more, just in case he's decided that he wants to become my friend, which it looks like he's currently in a lake, so I don't know whether or not his vehicle can swim, and he's kind of stuck there. So I'm just watching. Okay, no, I think he just drowned his vehicle, unfortunately, in the lake, that man with his scramjet. As well, we have got there in the chat, yo, Johnny as well, says Crazy NZ, and also we have got Crazy my bro, and also I like the AB's B squad. Good to give the other blokes a run, and excited to watch Quade Cooper putting on a kicking masterclass again. Maybe he could give Bowden Barrett some pointers as well. Yeah, unfortunately for Bowden, just hasn't been striking the ball well lately, sadly for that man, but it's going to be interesting because of the fact that they have decided to go Damian McKenzie at 10, but also a name that we wanted to see, Johnny, Ethan de Groot. Where is he? They've decided to go with George Bauer instead off the bench, and I think that might be in preparation for those matches up against the Box rather than giving de Groot a run in that front row. But they're resting Lulala, so I believe he will be starting 3 unless Ofa Toangawhasi, he is back, and he is going to be hopefully having a decent game off the bench as well. depending on how it goes. But Savia at 7 as well, another change that the All Blacks are doing. They've made plenty of them. I really realised that I think at this stage they've got 3 men the same in terms of the same position that they played last week in that starting lineup. 12 are different. The whole 4-pack is different for them as well. We have got there last week. I looked forward to Wallabies versus Springboks this week. ABs versus RGs. I want to see how the new players go as well. Yeah, that should be a good game. And it's going to be taking place at 10:05 on Saturday, a little bit later than the last one. But yeah, hopefully it is a very good game to finish the match between the Wallabies and the Springboks. We have got there. Good evening, lads. Hope you're well as well. Says Sebastian. Hey, you mate. Hope you are excited for the weekend of rugby. We've even got Bunnings NPC starting up tomorrow, and we are going to be covering that game also. But hopefully it will be okay. So someone's in the lobby and they're starting to swear a little bit. So hopefully they're friendly enough, even though they're talking over them, because I don't actually know how to turn off in-game chat. But that might be a good idea to have a wee look for it now before he says something bad. So I assume it would be in settings, audio, voice chat, retain radio volume. Wait a minute. So headphones, fade radio. No, I want to. How do I get rid of them completely? And this one, you guys might be able to help me out here. How do I get rid of in-game chat? Oh no, he's still talking. If I go surround speaker, not the in-game chat. It sounds crazy instead. I'm really worried what these guys are going to say. If I put it to TV, I think you guys can still hear it though. And we have got, what day do you want to play Plants vs Zombies Battle for Navaville on a Wednesday? Wednesday's probably the least busiest of the whole next week, the way that it is going at the moment. Oh, we've got a bass drop coming, which is very good news because it will interaction menu. Okay, right. Thank you, Crazy NZ. You are going to be helping me out. So you go interaction menu, and then you go up, and then you have got voice chat. There we go. You are, tell you what, you're up there. You're up there for thinking, that is for sure. And that is very useful because I have no idea what those guys were going to say. But I will mention, if you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Also be sure to leave a like as well. We are doing this every Thursday, even hopefully next week when we have got so much rugby that is going to be taking place on the main Kiwi Lads channel. I'm very lucky that I didn't fall off the bike then, that is for sure. But yes, Savia at 7, I think, is one of those biggest changes that I'm looking forward to seeing. We've been asking for it for a long time. You know, Savia getting that nod in the number 7 jersey, but we've never quite been able to see it because they have always decided to go with pretty much anyone but Ardie Savia. So I'm not sure whether or not he'll play 7 this week and then transfer over to maybe 8 for the next game, but I think they should go 7 and then Hoskins off the back maybe. Should be in that situation. We have got brilliant effort, brilliant effort from both you and Rugby Itch, but it's just impossible to get into Ian's mind, and it's tough. We only got 25 points each. We actually drew this week, which I'm relatively happy with because in the 4-pack I only got 4 points to his 11. So I got very lucky indeed to get as close as I did, but there were a couple big names, the likes of the return of Ofatonga Fasi really helped me out. Also Finley Christie getting the chance as well. It was a very good news. This is a nice car, and I think it's actually now mine. She just said she likes my car even though I just broke into it, but I guess I'll take the praise. Cheers. Right, we're heading to the docks, hopefully not getting blown up because other people may want this import-export, exotic exports I should say. Do you know how to play a game as well? Oh, that was she unfortunately won't be playing any more games anytime soon. I do apologise there, but overall, I mean, we did play a little bit and I did seem to get the controls. This thing doesn't actually handle very well, I'm learning, because that did not turn, unfortunately. But now it's got the engine out, or the tyre, or what is that? It is a tyre on the front. It's a weird looking thing, so I'll just get it into where I'm supposed to, which is at the docks, and we will get a nice little pay. It was our all-time lowest score. That last minute change of Anton Leonard-Brown out actually helped us out in terms of being able to keep just a little bit above. But Ian Foster, I'm hoping he's going to be a little bit easier to predict next week because of the fact that, like, he is a tough man to predict, that is for sure. We have this stage, hopefully the music isn't too loud. It's a little bit loud in my eardrums, but hopefully it's not too bad. And anyone who is wondering what we are doing, we are taking a vehicle to the docks, and then I'll probably load into a new lobby. A new update has struck, and hopefully it's a good one. Uh-oh. That car is the fact that, or else we would have been flying into that building to our left, but hopefully we don't get killed at this stage. That it wants to have a little bit of technical not sure. Not sure. No, we're not back. We're running not very smoothly at all at the moment, unfortunately. And I'm not sure whether you guys can still hear me or not. because I think it is well and truly frozen perhaps. So I'm not sure what we're supposed to do here in this situation. The internet's gone, yeah, nah, you are not doing a live stream. Back possibly after the Rugby Championship alongside Sam Whitelock is going to be the other player who will be getting a chance. I'm just seeing whether or not this is going to run smoothly or whether we are going to be frozen very badly. I'm not too sure how to fix it either. Unfortunately, I don't think there is too much that I can click on. Oath good on Smith for staying with his fans. I can imagine it's hard to cap it right now after the missus has kids. Oh, hold on, that's what my own dad did, and indeed I'm looking forward to this weekend, Hamish. The Rugby Championship, Bunnings NPC, Gallagher Premiership will move as well, says Sebastian. Are we back? We might be back. No, we're not back. It is still going to lag a little bit, and when is the update coming out, says KV Code. We are going to be joining a new lobby. Hopefully we will get to see it already coming out, but this update is only the weekly update. It is not an all new update like a big one like a heist or anything. It is just going to be the double money and RP and the new casino car as well will be coming out. We have also got there, hey from Kyle, welcome into the live stream, mate. Hopefully we're running relatively smoothly. It's still lagging a reason, and I have no idea why. We haven't actually experienced this before with our technical difficulties. I know my Wi-Fi is normally a little bit rough at times, but I think we're back. I think we might be back. Hopefully you guys can hear me the whole time, if I'm not wrong. We have got there Richie Mong in Australia quarantining right now. He is indeed. He is going to be available for the second match of the Rugby Championship games between the All Blacks and the Springboks, and that's going to be a couple very good matches indeed. Sebastian, so much rugby on, bro. I'm excited. And then next week, not this weekend, the weekend after, you've got the United Rugby Championship coming to play as well, just to add one more competition to the middle of the night streams that we will be doing on the channel. Sevens as well. There's a bit of sevens going on this weekend, although it isn't with the likes of New Zealand, Australia, Fiji, Argentina or France, but everyone else, Great Britain, USA, and everyone is going to be taking part in that one. We are going to be loading back in as we've got the base drop. Neighbour's Wi-Fi being like, says this crazy. And tell you what, it doesn't actually like the stream because of the fact that it's normally not too strong, and I thought it was going to be alright today, but it has decided that it doesn't like me very much. Unfortunately, we have got a whole lot of work for Hamish this weekend, but we surely don't mind it as well, says Sebastian, and also crack the neighbour's password. Yeah, it's a little bit out of range, I think. At this stage, just doesn't quite want to play the game. For some reason, like I've got an Australian accent today, and I don't know why. I've got a little bit of a twang going. A lot of rugby stream from you this weekend, there is indeed. We're going to be covering Gallagher Premiership. We're going to be covering the sevens that has taken place. Rugby Championship. Also, it will be... Oh, there's that many competitions. Bunnings NBC. There's another one that we are going to be covering on the channel. And there is just games all day, every day almost at this stage. I'm going to be looking forward to the live stream tomorrow night though, because of the fact it's going to be a Bunnings NBC, which is normally a little bit quieter, and we'll get a good chance of being able to catch up and talk all about the games that are going to be taking place over the weekend. And with the amount that is taking place, it's going to be a tough one to get through all of them. Canterbury versus Waikato is the game tonight, or tomorrow night, sorry, I should say, and Rugby 24/7, and I know Hamish will stream it all, does this man ever sleep? Tell you what, I'm at weird hours at the moment. I actually almost woke up at a decent hour, this kind of around 1-ish, because of the fact that I had to get up and do the lineup announcement. Also, yeah, I ended up kind of going to bed a little bit later than I should have, so I'm probably running on about 5 hours sleep for this one, so hopefully I get a decent sleep tomorrow night, and we will be ready to go. And we have got, what's your plan of attack for GTA tonight? At this stage, I am waiting to see the new week come out, but at this stage, I do see the time trial still here, so the week was close to a crash, so we could do either a mission, perhaps, to kind of get us going, or maybe we do something else. Tell you what, Titan of a job has become a little bit of a staple on this live stream over the last few weeks. I was trying to get a few of the other guys on, but Isaac was busy. Daniel, I believe, said that he might be able to, but then Isaac... Oh, sorry, I said Isaac, and then George is at the pub again. There we have got, where does the update coming out, bro? As well as says KVO, or KVO, sorry, it is left at this stage, so I don't think it's going to be too much later than where we are at now. We're going to do this mission, go back into a free roam, and I believe it will be there for us to see exactly what the double money is. As well, hi Hamish, as well says David Double, welcome Wi-Fi router to the other side in the earlier stages. And that's the thing, my modem, I'm actually plugged directly into our modem, so that kind of tells how Wi-Fi can be at times. As well, we have got waking up at 1 is decent, is a decent hour. As I says, Johnny Blaze, yeah, at this stage, it's almost, yeah, it is somewhere around there, and then go from there. Do my days kind of backwards, I guess you could say, do a kind of awakeness when it's night time. and they are sleeping when it's daytime, I guess you could say. Can you see my message what I missed? Did you tell George Plants vs Zombies? Indeed, he said that he wasn't going to download it. I tried convincing Isaac as well. He actually said it looked like a decent game, but he hasn't downloaded it yet. I wasn't pretty much every single night. It's hard to find filming sessions sometimes, but we get through a couple. We've done a couple filming sessions a little bit earlier. With that, we were doing the likes of New Zealand versus Argentina. We actually played on Rugby Challenge 4. That was an interesting result for that one, and then also was a rugby league game we decided to do. I'm hating the fact that every time I kind of turn a corner, it comes up with the error. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering, but that only comes up for a very short amount of time. Hamish, it keeps interrupting the stream, and at work we will have to wait and see. So what I am going to do is I am going to go like this, maybe, hopefully, having that open as well. I'm not sure whether or not it will make it a little bit smoother, but I am frozen at the moment. I wonder if you guys can still... Is this going to behave itself? I don't think it is going to behave at this stage. I kind of opened up that thingy to the side to see whether or not that would stay consistently on, to see if having that in the other corner kind of helps. It seems like it has a little bit. No, not really. Maybe, not sure. The live stream is not good. It's bad as well, says Brandon. Yeah, Wi-Fi is not my friend today, apparently. I think it is because of all the uploads that we have been doing over the past kind of week or so. My Wi-Fi is just like, you know, you've done enough. Too many uploads, but hopefully it does end up running smooth. Something that is still not smooth though is my driving, unfortunately. So hopefully, it seems to say no data, which concerns me a little bit because of the fact that there should be data, but there isn't really. I'm going to open the widget and see what it says. Are we fixed? I'm not too sure. I kind of turned the screen off, and now it's come back, and I don't know whether or not I fixed it or not. We'll have to wait and see whether or not that it actually do it, but I hope it did. I stopped the streaming, and then I turned it back on. Are we smooth? We might be smooth. I'm not sure why it decided to do that, but I've turned off the music, and I have turned off pretty much everything apart from myself. And I think we are good. For some reason, that has fixed it, so we'll take it. We'll take it. You know, we have it's got. And you shut all your windows. It's sucking up all the Wi-Fi juice. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, even like if they don't show the United Rugby Championship games on Sky here, it's going to mean that my, like, if I have a VPN on, it's not going to work very well, because I saw they recently launched the United Rugby Championship app, which is going to be quite cool. I'm just shooting people at the moment. I think we've fixed it, haven't we? Connection issues before the wildest weekend of rugby in a few weeks. Yeah, not what we want to see, but I think I have fixed it somehow. Don't know what I did that fixed it, but you know, we'll take it. Ow, ow, we're not taking that very well though. That guy's getting a little bit close. That guy was facing the wrong way, which is good. This guy's back up to his feet. Shoot him, please, because he's actually quite a good shot. You're very quick, mate. You're gonna go down. Uh-oh, they're really getting closer. They're really actually coming right up on me at the moment, which is not good. When is the update? Says Luke, it is going to be in around maybe 10 or 15 minutes time, but as soon as it is out, we are going to be looking at all of the cars that are going to be on special. I'm about to die here, unfortunately. I think I've really timed this one badly and haven't quite got the hang of it. I'm reloading as well. How have I survived that? I've got no health whatsoever. But I think we're alright. As long as no one pot shots us from like 100 meters away, we're going to be good. Is it just me or is the stream wonky as well? Says David David. I believe it was wonky, but now I think it is better. I ended up having to turn it off and then turning it back on, and I think from here it is now running smoothly. Fingers crossed. I kind of reset everything and turned off the music. That guy's a good shot with a pistol. I'll give him that, but he is going to have to, unfortunately, take a couple in the rib cage. Another guy. They're all coming out at the moment. Oh. Got him. That was a good shot. So do let me know, everyone. Is it running smoothly now? Do let me know. Hopefully it is. I don't think it should be too bad now since I have reset it. So hopefully it's not too far away from it being a little bit better. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. I haven't really had this before on a gaming live stream. We always seem to run relatively smoothly on these ones. So it's something that I guess I need to be aware of with OBS, because it is a different streaming software than we normally use for our other live streams. So hopefully if we were on our other one. This guy's just kind of walking back as if nothing's happening, like I haven't just killed everyone in the area. You know, it's kind of strange. Everyone was just chilling. Oh, okay. Ow, ow. Now they're not chilling. That really hurt a little bit. Smooth Hamish, thank you, brother. And also we have got, can you tell to not download to 2 weeks because you not know how to run and you don't know it update every month, but you do not download as well, says Brandon. So yeah, there is still a lot that I have to learn with that one. They're already running at me. He's kind of doing the scudder step. Oh, he's done it beautifully as well. Leave me alone, mate. I don't want to die here. I'm in front of people. If I was by myself, I'd be like, yeah, kill me all you want. But now there's a little bit of an audience going, so I've got to make sure that I actually play well. I got B in the SA. Let's go. That was a lot higher than you were aiming, Luke. So congratulations on that, mate. I believe you said that you were looking for about an E. So a B is definitely very strong indeed for that website that you were building yourself. That one's got to hurt. He's already taken one, I think, that guy. So taking them like a champ at the moment. Maybe it's the vest. No, now he's not, unfortunately. Oh, that guy got lucky, and we have got there. I'm currently in the car, mate. Just waiting for the change, hoping a new car and some auto shop ×2 again. It will be interesting. Hopefully they do bring out a ×2 money for a business of some sort, because we did have last week Vehicle Vendetta, or this week that we are on at the moment, and it really wasn't great because of the fact I don't think I played a single Vehicle Vendetta one, just because it didn't really seem that worth it. Oh, I have one of those. Down he goes. Oh, that guy's going to be a sneaky one. Pops out every once in a while. There he is. Completely missed him there, unfortunately, but he's going to come out again. Hit him that time. Get the leg. Nice one. Right. We're getting closer to completing this one, and then we'll be able to go straight back, and we have got there. I meant to put the wave, sorry, as well. And good evening, mate, as well, says Sebastian. And we have also got... Oh, okay. That was not a good move, rushing in like this. And now I might pay for it, but hopefully I won't. Yeah, nah, I think I'm going to pay for it, because I think I was just a little bit too aggressive in that regard, thinking I was like a Superman or something and can take 100 bullets to the face, which is not quite the case, unfortunately. Right. How many people? Oh, that guy's going to be a pain. That guy's going to be a real pain. Oh no, he's got a friend. Okay. Oh. Oh, okay. We're living on the edge here. Oh no, we're not living on the edge because we're dead, unfortunately. Now this is something different. My website for PDHPE was due today as well, and also we have got brother. Good evening, my bro, as well, says David, and also 3 questions as well. Do you want to play every week and every 2 weeks as well, says Brandon? And I guess every 2 weeks probably wouldn't be a bad start. I actually ended up dying on that one, unfortunately. I haven't failed Titan of a job by myself in a very long time. So that is not ideal. The live stream is better as well. That is very good news, because it was running very, very choppily at the start, but for some reason just resetting it has completely fixed it, which is a very good little bit of info for the future. I've managed to befriend a chairman of Waikato Regional Council. He has heaps of work with me as well, says Johnny Blaze. So that is pretty awesome that you have got someone on the council. I guess you will be able to know exactly, although I guess it depends. Is it the fellow who gives out the permits, or is it someone else on the council? Johnny, do let me know. But I think I'm going to fly in the oppressor, because it might be a little bit easier and be a little bit quicker to complete this one. So we are going to get this bike, and we are going to make it completely disappear for a moment. We're going to go back. We're going to go services. We're going to go terabyte. No, we're not. We're going to go to the mechanic instead. Where's your mate as well? Unfortunately, George is at the pub, so it is just myself for this one, but he might be coming in a little bit later on, depending on how long we go for. Daniel, I'm not sure whether or not he is going to be available. I could ring the group chat and see who picks up. Could be an option. And hopefully anyone who picks up is going to be raring to go. Should I ring it? I'll ring it. I'll see what happens if I click ring on the group chat. I'm not sure who's going to pick up. Hopefully whoever does pick up does end up having the GTA all loaded up and raring to go, but I'm not sure whether or not anyone will be for this one. We might be in the situation of doing the solo one, if I'm not wrong. But that is alright. I don't mind a little solo one, as long as the deals are good this week. If the deals are good this week, I'm a happy man, and may play a little bit more GTA, even though it will be a very tight kind of week in terms of the schedule wise. But we will do our best indeed. We have got there in the chat. Congratulations. If you got a B for the website, it means it has put in the Gallica Premiership site to shame as well, says that Sebastian. And also we have got every 2 weeks is not good for me. Some week not going to be on my Xbox as well. Says that Brandon and the head honcho are the top dog. Hopefully he will allow me to do dodgy dealings as well. I guess having the inside man, it's the way to go. And we have also got there in the chat, thanks mate as well. Says like, I'm not sure why I was spamming A, because I do not have any acceleration here, but hopefully we are in that situation of it isn't going to be too much longer till the update, and we will be able to smash this one out of the park and do it second time, because we did fail first time sadly, which is not ideal. Would have loved to be able to complete it, but just got a little bit too keen. 6,000 people as well, says Brandon. 6,000 people. What is that for, Brandon? Do let me know. I know that that's not how many they're allowed at the Bunnings NPC grounds, unfortunately. I believe that is still no crowds for those matches, but I could be wrong in that regard. But it is a bit of a shame, because of course the Bunnings NPC, it is awesome when you do get to see that crowd all there as well. That's going to be going straight at that group. That's a little bit close. Or did that just save the thingamabob? I think that just saved the Titan, and that was very lucky indeed, because I almost ended up blowing it up. This thing's good at aiming at people on the ground. I don't actually think it was... Where did that guy fall from? There was like a random guy somewhere. Is that close to the plane? It's a little bit close to the plane, I'll be honest. But, you know, we'll just do it. Hope for the best. Oh, that's a guy straight ahead. There we go. We'll give him one of those. He's down and out for the count. Right. They're running low on people now, so this is good. We'll just go with this. They should only have a couple more around, including the guy who is way up top, and also there'll be a guy in the back corner. There he is. We shoot him about 70 times so he could take a shot. Then we reload. Shoot that guy in the head. He wasn't expecting it, unfortunately for him. There's a guy up here. Just take him out. He's down. Guy over there. Oh, wrong time to run out of ammo. Shoot him a few more times, and then there's also going to be a guy. 2 guys. Okay. That's more than I thought. Oh no, and there's also a guy coming around behind us. He's behind that though, so we should be alright. But this guy is also not there, so we're alright. I think we're getting ready to go. Do I just try and absolutely book it straight over the top? See how we go. You know what, we'll try it. It's probably going to go wrong, but we'll hope for the best. You can have 5 stars and just walk into the car meet as well. I know that is the case with, I think it is your, is it the casino actually, is another place that you can kind of just go straight into, no matter the amount of wantedness that you have got yourself. This looks like it's going to hurt a little bit. Let me pass. I'm now just starting to realise that this was a terrible idea. You know, it wasn't one of my better ones. We're going to have to reverse, and then we're going to have to go forward again. But we've got one blade completely missing on the cargo Titan, I should say, as well. So this has not gone as smoothly as I would have liked. So now we know that the truck is just that little bit too high. But hopefully we have got enough speed. We keep on going this way. Oh, that was a bit close. Right, we're up in the air at least, so we're on our way to the nice old place that we want to be. We have got there. GTA series is top 3 games of all time in my opinion. It is indeed. It is right up there. Because of the fact it's been around for so long, it didn't need to bring out, like even GTA 5 by itself, like they haven't had to bring out a whole heap of like new games to keep on going, like yearly type thing, like a FIFA or a Madden or anything like that. They just stuck with the same game and kept on going. This plane doesn't like flying very much at the moment. FIFA 21 is full of corrupt referees as well, says Luke. Tell you what, I've had some shocking calls on those games in the past with the referees. You get penalised for the slightest push, but then like they just well and truly shunt you over. And we also got there, question time, do you want to see a story mode after you know how to play the game as well? Oh, I should watch where I'm flying in the plane. I mean, I might look at a story mode at some stage depending on how it goes. And we have got need 2 more thing, you know how to play the game as well, says Brandon. Also we have got Hamish Rowe. I'll be spending most of the 2 rugby championship games this weekend on Rugby Itcher streams. I want to support him and his channel to help, one moment, help get his subs up and stream counts up as well. That is no worries, mate. And I always say it, like, as long as you guys are on a stream that you enjoy watching, I am completely fine with like wherever you end up kind of watching them, because at the end of the day, you guys are on like these little streams on the gaming channel. You're on all of the videos as well, leaving your comments and everything like that. So if you do want to watch his one at the same time or separately, it is absolutely fine. And yeah, hopefully you do enjoy it. I haven't actually had a chance to watch any of his streams yet, other than I saw a little bit of the first one, so I assume that he'll probably be a little bit like us on those ones And it's kind of cool to see the growing process, kind of like, because he was where we were a year ago in that regard, like kind of thing. So he will probably grow similar to how we did, maybe, which will be pretty awesome to see as well. We have got there, you get thousands of viewers now. Rugby Itch got at 20, like 20 at most. Did he? I thought he would have had a few more on the Rugby Championship ones, for those most recent ones. But yeah, those streams for us were absolutely insane, like the way it was going. like I don't want to jinx it, but I don't think we'll have another stream with 1,000 viewers at a time this weekend, or maybe even the weekend after, depending on how the games are going. But yeah, it is certainly just crazy the amount of people that we have watching at one time. We have got there, Cheer Hamish, brother, I just want to help him, that's all. Like I told you from the get-go, I always back the underdog, and yes, I'm hoping he grows much like you have grown, brother, as well. Yeah, I hope he does as well, because he does know his stuff, Rugby Itch, which is why, like, we kind of wanted to do that series of predicting together as well. I kind of recommended it as a weekly type thing, and it just gives him a chance of getting his face out there a little bit more as well in the rugby community. We have got there, mate, we might even crack 2K ABs versus South Africa. That is a good point. South Africa and the All Blacks will be a good game. Tell you what, 13,000 is not a good payout for the amount of time that took me, but we are going to go into free mode, and hopefully we will be able to get that new update as it is coming out very, very shortly. I believe we're at 2:19, and normally it would come out at around this time or so. So yeah, hopefully we will be all good to go. We're going to click continue, and we're going to go quit, and hopefully we will get to see these new cars and whatnot. We'll go to the casino first, I think, to see whether or not the time trial is in the same spot, and if it's not, we will know that it has updated. We have got there. What do you tell me yesterday before you end? As well, says Brandon. That is a good question. What was it? You may have to re-inform me in that regard. We have got there, the managers in FIFA are also corrupt. I offer 12 million to a club for a player who was worth 8 million. Once they asked for 22 million. What a rip-off as well. And who's the game tomorrow night? Hamish says David, it is going to be between the Waikato and Canterbury for the Bunnings NPC. That is the first game, 7:05 PM, and then after that it's going to be a 6:45 AM kickoff for the Bristol Bears taking on Saracen, which I'm kind of keen on doing as well, which will be pretty awesome. Hopefully it will be a nice kind of awake stream, because I'll probably end up going to sleep straight after the Bunnings NPC one, waking up for the Bristol Bears versus Saracens, and maybe going back to sleep before the All Blacks, or kind of a little bit into the afternoon of the All Blacks versus Argentina, and also Australia versus Wallabies, which is actually the first game. Then maybe sneak in a little sleep in between the next live streams that we've got, but it will be a case of just napping, streaming, napping, streaming, napping, streaming, napping, streaming about 20 times in a row this weekend, I believe. And we have got there, a chatbot game will be another 2K viewers on stream. Our Savage brothers flock towards us like crazy as well, says Sebastian. And I think something that has helped that out a little bit is the fact that I have been covering, am I going to get blown up? Because I've ended up in the wrong place at the wrong time here. They've decided to put me right next to these guys who are doing their crates and whatnot, which I do not appreciate, because I could have ended up spawning anywhere. And I was like, you know what, we'll put you right next to these guys who will more than likely kill you, because they will see that you are quite close to their kind of carting the ball around. Well, not the ball, but the thingamabob. So we're going to fly away is our safest bet there. But also, oh, who did that? Get out of it. Don't you do it. If you do it, I will have to kill you. And I don't want to kill you. So I would be smart about it. I'm going to let him fly behind me. I actually have anti-lock-on missiles. I'm going to... do it. Oh, I want to slow down so that if he tries to blow me up, I can kill him. But we'll wait and see. If he tries to blow me up... He seems pretty tame. I like that. He didn't go for me there, you know. We're all friends. The time trial's still in the same spot, so we are continue waiting for a little bit longer. Is the English Premiership starting this weekend? It is indeed. First game, Bristol Bears versus Saracens, and then there are 4 games on at 2 AM New Zealand time. And I believe the one we are covering is Exeter Chiefs taking on someone. Someone they are playing in this first round. I'm trying to think of who it is. off the top of my head. It's not coming to me, unfortunately, there. And also Anthony Milford was good. Then he went poor 2 years after signing the deal as well, says Luke. And also we have got there sounds like Anthony Milford's $1 million a season. What a rip-off as well, says Johnny Blaze. And also we have got there, so have you still got a surprise for us this weekend, says David. I guess the surprise a little bit is the... Wait, I was about to say what the surprise is, but then I guess the surprise isn't really a surprise if I tell you, but it might be some sort of... I don't know what I'm allowed to say. It might be some sort of sponsor on one of the live streams, which is pretty cool. It is just a one-time thing, but it will be pretty awesome to kind of have that sponsor on just one of our live streams coming up. We have got there, how long until the new sales as well, says Tammy. At this stage, normally they come out probably around this time, so we are going to stay in this lobby for a couple more minutes, then join a new one and see whether or not they have refreshed, because the time trial at this stage is still in the same spot, which normally if the new week has arrived, the time trial also would have changed. So what I am going to do is I'm going to park my bike up here, and I'm actually going to go into a new session while we are at it and see whether or not the new deals have come out, which hopefully there are some good ones this week as well. We have got there in the chat, Saracens will cheat as per usual as well, says Luke. And also, can you read my 2 messages? And also we have got something to do with chat with me as well, says Brandon. And also we have got, you just got 6k on the Kiwi Lads. Surely not. Surely we haven't quite reached 6k yet. We were around 50 away, I believe, or somewhere around there only about an hour ago. So I don't know whether or not we've boosted right up to that 6k mark, but perhaps by the end of the weekend we will be past that, and maybe even 100 or 2 past that would be pretty insane indeed. And we have got there as well. I planted some Vegas like 2 weeks ago, or sorry, some veggies like 2 weeks ago in the garden, and it's been raining every day since. I'm hoping that doesn't F up the veggies as well, says Johnny Blaze. You did mention that you were doing a little bit of planting, so hopefully, yeah, they do enjoy a little bit of a drink, but maybe not too much of a drink that they are getting at the moment. You certainly won't have to get the watering can out anytime soon. We have also got Katie in the chat. Welcome in to the live stream at a total of 2:25 a.m. at the moment in Albuquerque. It is good to see you for this live stream on the Kiwi Lads Gaming. It is just myself today. I haven't got George, Daniel, or Isaac. Isaac is busy, Daniel is busy, and George is at the pub. So that is why, yeah, those guys aren't here for this one. Unfortunately, I think I've come into a bit of an aggressive lobby. New week. No, wait, no, it might not be a new week. I've just realised that I've got to be outside my building for it to be a new week, so we will have a quick look, see whether or not it has refreshed, which hopefully it has now. So hope for the best, see whether or not we have got some new vehicles and whatnot. We have got there, you should download the Mongrel Mob mod in GTA as well, says Johnny Blaze. Do they actually have that, like a New Zealand based Mongrel Mob mod? That's quite hard to say if you try and say it 5 times fast. We have got there, how much sunlight have they been exposed as well, says Luke. And also diehard Quins fan, I'll be slinging off those fellas for an eternity of the stream as well, says Sebastian. Because of course you'll be at kind of decent hours for those games, won't you, Sebastian, if I'm not wrong? I think Northern Hemisphere rugby normally, or if you live in the Northern Hemisphere, you're normally a lot kind of better in terms of time zones for some of the Southern Hemisphere games. It has actually refreshed the new week. Where are we at now? Looking around for it, and I do not see it, which means maybe... Okay, so the new week is here. What have we got in terms of the sales for this one? We will go straight on to Legendary Motorsport and see exactly what we have got ourselves for this one. What do we got? Hopefully there's some good ones, but then we did have quite a few cars. I believe that was one last week, but the Morgan now is going to be the first one that is on special. I feel like I pronounced that very wrong, but look like a decent enough sale. What else have we got? Doesn't seem like too much in terms of Legendary Motorsport, which makes me slightly... Oh, Haikuchu Drag. That's actually a very good bike to have if you do want to get yourselves that for a time trial. If you haven't got the Shitaro, that is, because that is normally the best one to go with. I think that is going to be all of the ones there. So we are going to look now at... We'll go Warstock. Warstock might have something like a tank on special, perhaps. We will have to wait though. Nothing too much yet. Normally they have a plane of some sort, but it doesn't look like we got too much for Warstock this week. Unless of course it is right down the bottom, which it doesn't seem to be. So nothing from Warstock. That is a Warstock, I should say. Interesting one. Maze Bank though. Last week it was nightclubs that were on special. This week we have got ourselves not an arcade, not a nightclub. Clubhouses, all biker businesses could be possibly on special here, which would be quite nice. We have got there, your plants are stuff, mate, as well, says Luke. And also we have got there in the chat, Hamish, I'm a lucky man. European and African games are on in the afternoons and evening here, and Pacific games are in the morning at like 10 or so, or 9 to 10 a.m. So that is very good indeed. Hamish, I can't see the 2 or the Mark II Cephas or HQ Holdens in there as well, says Johnny Blaze there. So motorcycle businesses, and also this thing, the Volker Warrener is the name of that one, and it is going to be on special. I feel like it's an interesting looking ute, but I might consider getting it for myself. And also, oh, that's quite a fun vehicle. The Vagrant. It is actually, yeah, it's a good off-roader. I believe one of me mates, I think it was Isaac, actually had it. So we're going to head to the casino, or maybe, depends whether or not this Wedge guy wants to have a bit of a go, but I believe he is chilled out at this stage. So we are just going to quickly go up this way. We're going to park outside of the casino, and we're going to get to see the wheel spin. Now, last week, we got it first try. Okay, there is a guy there. He has decided to go into the casino, which is always nice. That's a tree. That's not so nice. We'll park about here. Tell you what, that was actually good parking, almost. So I will take it, but we are going to spin the wheel. Last week we got the Yadif absolutely first try, and pretty much did it with ease. So hopefully we can do that again, but I think it was beginner's luck. There we go. We have what's got there. What is that thing you, do you want me to download? I said yesterday to chat with you as well. It says, oh, was it Instagram? If I'm not wrong, then we have got Hey Caddy as well from Brandon. And also, your hard, where's the VL Holdens as well, says Johnny Blaze. And also, we have got there, is there any sun in the next week at least, says Luke. I mean, we almost had sun a little bit here, but I'm not sure how it's looking in the North Island at the moment. I know that there is supposed to be a bit of rain. It's supposed to be pretty cold. That's actually a motorcycle. That is going to be the car, or the vehicle, I should say. Is this guy going to win it? And if he doesn't win it, is he going to leave the lobby? Tell you what, he's getting close. He's got RP. Does he leave? That's a big question, because sometimes if you don't get it, you end up just leaving. Although since it is a bike, I wouldn't be surprised if he does stick around for a little bit. He left the game, okay, so he didn't want that one, unfortunately for him, but set it up perfectly for old Hamish to go straight in there, do the spin, and win ourselves the vehicle. Surely not 2 weeks in a row first spin. Can't happen. Won't happen. No, we're going to be about half a wheel away, unfortunately, but we're going to get a discount. No, we're not. We're going to get 10,000 chips, which is not great, but we'll take it. We'll take it. Now we're going to head to the motorcycle club and see whether or not there is going to be double money, or sorry, half price motorcycle businesses, because I did actually mention a little while ago, I said if we were in that situation of being able to get a motorcycle club, is this guy going to follow me out and shoot me? That's my bigger question at the moment. Yeah, if motorcycle clubs businesses are kind of on special, I will well and truly take up that opportunity. But I will mention, if you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We do this every single week for the daily deals, or the weekly deals I should say, and also we will be doing plenty more GTA 5 and also gaming live streams in the future. So if you are keen, be sure to hit that subscribe button. But this is taking a while to load, which means hopefully that is going to be the case with him as well, and we can run away a little bit. Please don't shoot me, mate. Please don't shoot me. Okay, Hasta La Vista is actually on special. That guy is aiming his gun at me, I believe, if I'm not wrong. So what we are going to do is we are going to get in here, and we are not going to blow him up. We're not going to blow him up. We're not that kind of guy. We'll just fly away, and we'll go to my motorcycle club as well, and see whether or not the deals are raining into that. Raining for the next 10 days as well. Veggies will probably be drowned, wasted like $100 as well. Geez. Those are some good veggies. So hopefully the rain will stop just pounding them. Are they kind of at least a little bit in a protected area, or are they pretty much just straight out in front? Straight out in front, that's a rugby term more than anything. That'd be a disaster. I'll be praying for your buds as well, says Sebastian. And also, what a shame, Johnny Blaze, says Luke in the chat. But do we think it is going to be specials for motorcycle businesses? I would be absolutely pleased, but also then I would be slightly sad because I realise I don't have a lot of money at this stage. Right, how are we going to go? We're going to go in here. We're going to have to try not to look at the walls because there are a few provocative pictures on those ones. So we're just going to look straight down. We're going to join our motorcycle club, and we're going to go from there. We're going to go down, 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 motorcycle club, start it, and we will sit down on our chair. Maybe. Don't want to sit on the chair, mate. You're right there. You can sit on it. Can you only... I didn't realise you could only get on a chair from one side as well. Shadow Ninja Coast is here as well. It said hello, welcome in to the live stream, mate. We have got there. I might just put like a plastic screen over the garden, and hopefully that makes like a greenhouse and diverts the rain away. I'll suss it, bro, as well. Yeah, so hopefully that will work for you in that regard, and your veggies can be good. How long do veggies take in the garden to grow? I think it depends on the veggie, doesn't it? But you might, some of them, could they be ready for Christmas? 100 days till Christmas. It's coming around the corner pretty very fast. That's 2 words put together. Oh, okay, half price on all. Oh, no. Okay, just weed. Just weed. Just weed. Oh, no, and counterfeit cash. Okay, so counterfeit cash, document forgery, and weed are all on special this week, half price. So if you haven't got yourself a business, be sure to check that one out. I don't have myself a business, but I'm not going to check it out just quite yet. And we have got nice weather greens, not those ones, tomatoes, zucchinis, cucumbers, eggplant, something for the kids to do as well. Where's your friend as well, says Shadow Ninja Ghost. He's at the pub, unfortunately. George has once again decided that the pub is the way to go for this Thursday night. He's been at the pub quite a bit lately. I'll be honest, bring them inside and put a lamp light over them as well. And we have got Shaw as well, says Sebastian. But we will look at some jobs. What jobs have we got ourselves in terms of the Rockstar created? We'll go Arena Y, I don't believe would be. And we're going to go straight down to missions and see whether or not there's any special missions that are going to be good. But I don't believe they will be, with the fact that the biker businesses are half price, and also with the fact that some of the businesses are half price. I would think maybe it's double money for biker businesses, but normally they like to throw a little bit of a curveball and have it that it's double money for something else. So we're going to go and check out the vehicle at the new old place that has been coming around the corner, Los Santos Car Meet. See whether or not it is going to be any good. And luckily we've got a flying bike, because that is very realistic in this regard. You can either take the chopper or the one that just flies everywhere, and we go with it. We have got I will one day, Luke. I just don't know anything about hydroponics. I am a total noob. I got a Google search it, and then I have the police showing up at my house as well, says Johnny Blaze. Yeah, I guess it's something that I don't know pretty much anything about, I'll be honest. I think the most I've learned about that kind of thing is from you guys in the chat, which I guess is good and bad at the same time, I guess you could say. And we have got there in the chat, do I tell you yesterday I got a new game, and I made it be out to 1 year, it called as well, says Brandon. Do let me know what that game is. I know that there's a few more games coming out very soon. The likes of Farming Simulator 22, it's one that George will be keen on. Also Far Cry 6 coming very soon, and there is also one other that is coming relatively soon that I'm trying to think of, that I can't quite think of off the top of my head, unfortunately. But I think it starts with a letter, I was about to say, but that's kind of obvious in that regard, or else it probably isn't a word. It might not be a game either, but hopefully I think of it soon. I think it comes out in about September, late September or somewhere around there, early October maybe, is when that one is going to be taking place. And Far Cry 6 as well, says Sebastian with the love heart. I'm excited for it. We actually got a Far Cry 5 video on this channel, if I'm not wrong, from a little while ago. But yeah, Far Cry 6 looks like it's going to be a very good game, hopefully, and we will be able to do quite a few streams on that one as well. So if you are keen on a little bit of Far Cry 6, sure to hit that subscribe button. It is hugely appreciated. All of you guys tuning in for these live streams week in, week out. We've been doing, I think we've done about 6 or 7 of these, and you guys have been here every single time for it as well. And 6 or 7, to be fair, that's going to sound like a bit of a field day when we get to the situation of, oh, that's a nice car. Yeah, this weekend it's going to be hectic. Indeed, that's actually quite a nice vehicle, and I would quite like it. And I've never done one of the prize ride challenges. Place top 3 for 5 days in a row. Race series race. Street race series race. So does that mean if I don't come top 3, I can try again on that same day to get top 3, or is it only like first time's a charm type thing? Because I kind of want that car. It's actually quite a nice one, so maybe would be interested. Is that actually a real guy, or is that just a random guy? I feel like that is actually a real person walking kind of normally. So I don't know whether or not he is actually trying to blend in, or whether it's actually a real person. It looks like a real person. I think that's a real or an AI, I think it is. I don't think that's actually a real person from around the map in that regard. But I think at this stage we know most of the deals, which is good news. We did just see another race type that did come up on the screen, and that was going to be actually bike race. So bike races are double money, which kind of makes sense of why it is bike theme. I guess you could say it's the motorcycles are relatively on special in that regard. That Haikuchu drag was the first one that comes to mind, and then also it was in that situation of the other ones, which was the biker businesses on special, and also now street races is another one. So plenty of things to do with bikes, which is very exciting indeed. And we have got the hub or club as well. Says Shadow Ninja Ghost, is that for the fan hub from Rugby Challenge? Or what are we talking about there? Do let me know. And we have got the I do live events every 2 months, and Horror Flight as well. It's an open world. Says Brandon. I've got an apprenticeship next year in landscaping, so I have a little knowledge on plants as well. That will be very enjoyable for yourself to get into. And also Luke bro, hard stuff that, mate. Good on you. Give your apprenticeship heaps, bro. It'll pay off as well. Says Johnny Blaze. Yeah, that's one thing I never actually ended up doing, an apprenticeship, which I probably should have, because I feel like that would have been a lot of fun in that regard. I'm just up on a building. I'm not sure why I've decided this building's the way to go, but I might actually, now that I think about it, I'm going to go to the time trial, see whether or not we can complete that first time, and if not, then I will be a little bit sad. But then after that, we might be almost at the stage of being close to the end of the live stream. It's not as long as our normal ones, but since it is just myself, and also because of how much rugby there is going to be on this weekend, I have got previews to film for the All Blacks versus Pumas, and also Springboks versus Wallabies, and then a few other videos to edit alongside the thumbnails, team learning, everything is going to be happening. It's going to be hectic, but it's going to be a very, very enjoyable indeed. With the amount of rugby that we've got on, I'm going to get to see some new teams as well. If I follow the whole Olympics, or not the Olympics, the whole 7 series, although I'm not sure whether I'll do every game, but I'll get to see the likes of Hong Kong, Spain, Germany, all of those guys playing along in the Sevens competition, which would be interesting. Guys are getting killed up here, so hopefully they're not by the time trial. No, I think they're right up the top of the map, so we're alright. Yeah, we are. We're going to go to the time trial. I'm not actually sure what one this is, and I'm not sure how to do it, so hopefully we can get lucky enough that the factor of my Shotaro being quick enough. Actually, do I know this one? I may know this one. They kind of repeat the same ones kind of about 10 times over, and kind of like a cycle. Right. I think I remember this one from way back, although I can't remember where I got to go for it. So what we will do is we will go vehicles, we will go return to storage, and we will get the Shotaro out and try and do a little bit of the speed run as well. Are you doing any more NPC Bunnings rugby? Hamish says, Katie Dixon, I am indeed. The first game is going to be on at, it will be 1:05 AM Albuquerque time for the one, and it is going to be tomorrow between Waikato and Canterbury, and that is one thing that I want to make sure I continue doing on the channel, even with the Gallagher Premiership, United Rugby Championship, Top 14, all of those ones. I still want to cover the provincial rugby here in New Zealand, just because I absolutely love the idea of finding out where all of these players who head into Super Rugby kind of are from in that regard. But then also I should mention I have been working tirelessly on my Beer Pro Mode team, so I have still got a few more to go. Perhaps at the end of this live stream, if you guys are keen, I can show you what I have done so far in terms of progress towards getting that finished, and I want to start that. It was supposed to be this week, but I wasn't happy enough with all of the teams, so I have ended up taking an extra week, but hopefully it will be worth it, and the Bunnings NPC teams will be as accurate and kind of realistic as possible as well, although it does mean that a few good players are going to be missing out, sadly, in that regard. Right, where are we going for this one? Where have we got to go? Oh, I remember this one. It's kind of like a speedster race straight down there, and I don't think there's too many shortcuts you can really take. I think it's just a straight line and hope for the best. So we're going to see whether or not the bike has got enough pace. This road in the game looks almost exactly like the area near my house as well. Says that Katie Dixon, and also, yeah, I bet Luke, I would like some landscaping skills, but all the heavy lifting, bending over isn't good for my back as well, says Johnny Blaze. And also we have got, is it a full game? As well, says Brandon, it is indeed the full 80-minute game between the Bunnings NPC sides. Canterbury and also Waikato. Should be a good match as well. Waikato not losing a game yet. Canterbury had a close call with Auckland, but in the end they did lose. And then also it is going to be the game up against Manawatu that they only just won as well. So Canterbury been struggling a little bit. They actually struggled a bit last year for form as well. Almost got themselves relegated, but instead it was North Harbour who unfortunately ended up with that. But Hawke's Bay also going to be defending the Ranfurly Shield this weekend up against Bay of Plenty. So David, I know you'll be excited about that one, mate, because of the fact that Bay of Plenty, they are not heavily the underdogs in that game, so they've got a chance of taking that shield right back to the Bay of Plenty. And at this stage, I've just driven past a man, so hopefully he does not try and kill us a little bit later on. Luckily, we are invincible while we are doing this to other players. We are not invincible to other cars on the road though. So I need to make sure I don't hit any of them like I almost did just there, but pretty much just a straight line from here. I'm not sure whether I'm going to make it. Seems like it's still a little bit too far away, and it might be guns blazing straight into a petrol station. Jeez, that was a bit close. And at this stage now, come on, we're going. We've got 13 seconds. Actually, now that I think about it, I think we're going to be fine. Oh, actually, no, maybe we're not going to be fine. It's going to be very close. It's going to come down to the wire. It's going to come down to the wire. Are we going to make it? It's 18:19. No. What do we need? I think we need 1 minute 19, and we got 1 minute 19. 043. That was close. That was close. And now we've got to drive back past that other fella as well. I believe, if I'm not wrong, we have got there. I have Google Map Albuquerque, and it looks like out of this world compared to New Zealand landscape. This planet we live on is amazing as well. Says that Johnny Blaze, it is indeed. And also we have got there, yes please show us as well. Says Katie Dixon, and show us, Amy, show us. Says that it was Sebastian as well. And we have got there in the chat, yeah, carrying 60 kgs of sand and concrete mix isn't the best part of the job, Johnny. I remember when my dad was doing a massive concrete slab kind of on the way into town, and I did a little bit of the shoveling of, it was kind of a mixture of sand and stones, or like mini pebble type things, or it might have just been sand actually for the sandbags, and it was not fun. Oh, that's not fun either. I just got clotheslined by the back of that guy's Jeep, which is very unfortunate indeed. It's like living on Mars sometimes, especially in places like Arizona. The lights hits the rock and illuminates it and turns it purple and red. That sounds actually very nice indeed. So I feel like one day we will be able to go to all of these places around the world and be able to watch a game of rugby. I feel like that's one thing. I want to watch a game of rugby. I was going to say on every continent, but I feel like Antarctica, I'm not sure how much skill the Penguins have got in that regard. I've been able to pass the ball around, but maybe, you know, they've got a little bit of practice. They roll an egg between their legs for a little bit to keep it warm, to keep the baby chick penguin alright. So maybe, you know, maybe one of them does a little pass. Bowden Barrett flick out the back, you know, like that pass to Luke Jacobson last weekend. They might end up doing that. Nice one. Nice one. We're going through. We're going through. We're going to just drive back. My bike almost ended up in the water, but it's ended up down on another road, which is alright because of the fact that as long as it's not in the water. Did that guy just pop back up on the screen? Did you guys see that as well? He kind of ended up flashing in that regard. So hopefully he's still friendly enough and he doesn't decide to try and kill us. But my bike's very nice. I'm not sure why it's always dark when we end up in the situation of doing time trials. It seems to just be a little bit of a trend as well. We have got the Horror Flight is $50, but it go for a fee when it's the full game as well. Also, another game that I enjoy playing, The Forest, is actually a very fun game as well. It is on PC. Me and Isaac actually played it back before, kind of had too many of the major updates. So when they release The Forest, or The Return of the Forest, I believe it's going to be called, that's another game we're going to be keen on playing on the channel. Anyone who is just tuning in now though, for what the deals are this week, it is half price for any of the MC clubhouses, or also I believe it is weed, counterfeit cash, and also document forgery that are also half price for that. A bike is on special. A bike is also on the casino wheel spin. So they've got a lot of things to do with bikes this week, including more than likely double money for the bikes. And that actually, now that I think about it, a time trial double money would be quite nice, but I only got 1,000 for that last one. So unfortunately that is not the case. But yeah, each week we do a video looking through all of the deals and everything, and we did see also that there was another vehicle, the off-roading buggy type arrangement was on special there, and a very nice car on the wheel spin, or not the wheel spin, sorry, the car meet. Looked very nice indeed, so I might actually have to try and attempt to finish in the top 3 5 days in a row, but as you can see, my driving is not the best sometimes, so that might be very tough to do. How about we not turn off? We need indicators, ladies and gentlemen, because if you don't indicate, I am going to unfortunately go flying off my bike, which doesn't have a lot of protection, and I'm not wearing a helmet because I'm a bit of a bad boy in that regard, but really it was just because I took off too quick that the guy wasn't quite able to put it on. We're going good. I feel like we can always be going good, but it's that last little bit that we're somehow going to make up a little bit more time. We cannot take our finger off the accelerator at all for this time trial. It is completely foot down or arm round, or depending on what type of motorcycle this is, but pretty much if we let go of the accelerator we lose, so we cannot do that. Has this come around a little bit quicker than it did last time, or is it just me, because we're already almost there? We're going wide with it. We're going wide with it. We're going wide with it. And pow, yes, we have done it, ladies and gentlemen. We have managed the time trial. Do they still have Global Rapid Rugby? As well, says Luke Palmer, is that the Global Rugby we must teach the European Penguins to play as well? I haven't actually heard of Global Rugby too often in recent time. I actually saw a new type of Sevens competition. I believe it was called Sevens X or something, or X7s, and it was like in America, and there were a whole heap of bright lights and everything going all over the place, and it looked quite fun in that regard. But people say it's the worst type of Sevens, but I thought it looked pretty cool in that regard. It was a lot smaller of a field, but also we have got Antarctica Penguins versus Vodacom Bulls for Southern Hemisphere dominance. I am keen to see that matchup, even though we have got the matchup that is going to be taking place Wednesday. Update says, Zach, it has already just come out for the week. So what is on special is it is 50% off your clubhouses for your MC. Also 50% off weed, counterfeit cash, and document forgery is also what will be 50% off this week. We haven't worked out what double money is yet, but there are a few missions that involve bikes. Anything that is a bike race is pretty much double money, as we can see here. If we go down to play jobs, am I in the right place? No, I'm not. Not quite. We need to go down to, actually, yeah, it is jobs, isn't it? Play job, Rockstar created, and then we go down to races, and anything with a bike there, it is double money for this week. So that is another nice little one that we can do at some stage throughout the week. I believe it is ×2 is the most that we have got, and I believe the other one more than likely would either be MC businesses being double money. It kind of would make sense with the fact that they are doing so many things based around the NPC, or not the NPC, the MC businesses. So those are the best deals of it as well. Did it come out already? It did indeed. Those are the ones, those MCs and everything like that, that are going to be on special this week. Also a few cars. I'll show you the cars that we have got this week. I don't believe we've got any flying vehicles that we know of, but we'll have another quick look. But it did seem like mainly bikes and everything. The Blimp and also actually the Alpha Z1, I think we're both on special last week. The Dodo is always free for myself. Other than that, though, does seem like the only vehicles that are really on special for these ones is, yeah, you've got the Anus was on special last week, and then also so was the Progan, and then you've got the Morgan, I believe, is the new vehicle that is on special, and that is pretty much the only one in terms of vehicles in Legendary Motorsport, other than when you go down here, the Haikuchu Drag, which is a very good one to be able to get as well. 50% off weed, right? I'll let my plug know. He needs to give me the price discount. The Kiwi Lad Overlord Hamish said so, as well as there's Johnny Blaze, and also we have got Thread the Needle as well in the chat from Katie Dixon. A special 100 sub stream, Hamish, something unusual but lit as well, says Sebastian. Tell you what, we aren't actually that far away. If you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We are only 15 away from the 100 on this channel, and once we do get into that situation of hitting the 100, I feel like we've got to do something special with definitely all 4 of the lads. Normally there are 3 others who are here for these live streams, but it is just myself for this one because of the fact that everyone else was busy. Daniel and Isaac, tell you what, that bike was going a mile, so hopefully it is alright. There it is. Tell you what, the best thing about the Shotaro is the fact that even when I fall off it like 50 times in a row, I can find it because it has got the nice lights on it that make it very bright indeed. I think I want to go to, I was going to say I want to go to one of my businesses and sell something to see if it's double money, but then I realized I don't own any businesses, unfortunately. So I don't know whether or not that is possible. One thing I might do though, is I will do a headhunter, because I think the headhunter is the best way of working out whether or not the CEO missions are double money, which are, or actually, I've got an idea. I'm going to go to my MC, and we are going to do one of the missions that it has got on the board, because that might be double money. So we're going to drive there with the Shotaro, since it is a nice light up bike and we are in the middle of the night at the moment. But yeah, be sure to hit that subscribe button. 100 subscribers special will be coming very soon for ourselves, and I feel like we've got to do something big for it, even though I guess it is the case of people don't see 100 as a lot, but I see it as absolutely awesome, the fact that we've been able to build this one up, kind of similar to how the main channel started. And I just love the process of being able to chat to you guys in the chat, and also just kind of going through and just having a lot of fun while doing a bit of game and bit of rugby and everything on the other channels as well. We have got there in the chat. Hopefully one day, super soon, New Zealand relents and legalises it. I mean, it's like we've said before, it's revenue, it's money, and it's not like alcohol that destroys your body as well, says Katie Jackson. And also, I got to go, I'll join back. I'm just going to have my dinner as well. No worries, mate. And also, yeah, 85 subs, channel is growing. It is indeed. It's absolutely awesome as well. Like, yeah, that's the thing. We've got so many channels at the moment, and I want to get all of them up and running. We've got Kiwi Lads Reacts, which we're actually thinking possibly about doing a reaction to the Rugby Championship highlights, because it sounds like a weird thing to do a reaction to, but I've seen other people doing it and it doesn't get taken down by YouTube, which kind of seems strange that it hasn't. So I'm not sure whether or not it is the way that they have it set out, that maybe it does end up in that situation of not getting taken down, but that is something we're keen to do on the Reacts channel. Also, Kiwi Lads Clips, I want to get that fired up and get that going. Tell you what, we're really going for it down here. I guess it's just one of those ones we've got to keep going and just hope for the best. It's actually not some terrible driving from myself for once, which I will take well and truly, although normally that means that we die now. There it is. I jinxed it big time there. See Wednesday as well as Brandon. Also we have got there living back in the Stone Ages as well as Johnny Plays. Right, we're going to the MC and we're seeing whether or not we get double money for the mission, seeing as half price for any MC business or anything like that, other than cocaine and I think it's meth, the other one that they haven't got, but weed, counterfeit cash, and also it is going to be document forgery half price this week. So you can actually go for maybe the slightly nicer locations for a few of these ones if you have got a bit of money saved up and really go for it. Can this, I don't think this can go in here, so I'm just going to actually have to walk in, unfortunately, and have to use the door, which is something unheard of as well. We have got Black Panther out boy, out year boy as well, says James. How is it overall, the movie? I believe it's one of those ones, you guys are going to hate me for this, but I haven't actually seen too many movies in terms of the factors of, I haven't seen, what movies can I annoy you guys by not seeing? I haven't seen many of the Marvel or also DC comic movies. I haven't seen Star Trek. I haven't seen Lord of the Rings. What else is there? I haven't seen Game of Thrones was another one that I know annoys a few people with the factor of me not seeing it. I can't think of too many others though. Do let me know what series you guys are watching at the moment and what is actually good out there. I didn't mean to start up the laptop again there. Unfortunately, I need to go to the other screen and see exactly what is going to be on special, or see whether or not we get double money, I should say, because hopefully that will be the case. I've forgotten. There it is. That's the wall that we're after. What do we got here? I do not have enough members. I see. Right. This doesn't tell us how much we're getting for it. Did I just start it? I might have just started it, did I? Yeah, I did. Right, we're hijacking a bus. I didn't really know whether or not I was going to be starting this one, but we might actually... no, we won't actually, because that will be a little bit too tough to be able to slow it down while we're on an oppressor as well. I've also got there, yeah, got a bit on, as well as this, George. Are you home, George? You want to join me for a little bit of this live stream? Do let me know. Voted New Zealand 2 years ago and 54% of the vote said no. We're so close yet so far as well. Such a sad time, says Johnny Blaze. And also we have got there, ICU, we are at 5:30 or 7. I believe it is 5:30. That one would be. Is my bike still there? Hopefully I don't end up getting blown up on my way. But we've got to go steal a bus, which is currently... okay. Oh, wait a minute. It's going to drive past people. Surely that's not going to be good. Because then won't the people just blow it up and then end me whole mission? Which would be very sad. Wouldn't want that at all. Right, we're turning around the corner. We're going into the car, over the top, front flip. Nailed it once again. My driving has improved from about a 1 out of... No, don't steal her vehicle. It was your own fault. You're on the wrong side of the road. Right, let's get this prison bus. Let's get it back to wherever we're supposed to. And then let's get ourselves that payday and see whether or not it is double money. Are they just going to come straight at us? Because if they are, that would be absolutely phenomenal. And we will just go from there. Right. Where are they? Oh, they're a little bit... That was a little bit of a weird turn. Hey, I didn't realise there was a cop car behind it. Now I'm starting to regret my decision of going with an open vehicle, because we're going to have to go past them. Oh, slamming on the brakes. Bit of a brake check there from the police. Right, we're going white. And now we've got to aim our gun back and try and shoot this man, who is going very quick, and I'm really not working well with the camera. Who am I shooting? Okay, I got the driver. Now we get off. We've got to get our guns out. Shoot him. Keep going. Who's this? Get out of it. Right, we're still going, and we're going to steal this one. And hopefully, I don't know where we're supposed to take these guys. I don't actually remember doing this mission other than maybe once before. Right, I chuck him out. Now we go. 8 kilometers. It's a little bit far. Definitely with these guys shooting at me as well. And also, I will be on the global radar. I think that guy is in just the wrong place, isn't he? Right, we're doing a U-turn. Bringing the tail around. There we go. We're going for it. I really hope this is double money, because it probably doesn't pay too much. Get out of it. Leave us alone. Oh, leave us alone. Uh-oh, there's a guy behind us. There's a guy behind us, and I feel like he's just going to blow me up, unfortunately, because he is in a group, and I feel like they always find it fun. There he goes. Wait for it. I think he's going to blow me up. He is literally following me at the moment, so unless he is friendly, which I doubt he is, I think I am getting blown up here, and it is going to be mission failed. Oh, I've just tipped. But he has stopped, so yeah, he is. I think he is going to blow me up, unfortunately. So we're not going to get to find out on this run whether or not this is going to be double money or not. Unless, of course, he wants to help us. He is on a bike, so perhaps that could be a nice thing to do. Fellow biker, even though I'm no longer on a bike. He died. He just died, so I'm not sure whether he killed himself or whether he decided that that was the best option. But I think he is going to come after us here, unfortunately. Which means that a hill is not what we need at the moment. We have got there in the chat as well. Hey, George, in there from Katie Dixon, and also there it is. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, he's just going to blow us up. It's unfortunate. You know, we were hoping to do it nicely, but people always... One of them shot him right there. That's a different guy, though, so they're all coming after me. So I'm not getting this one completed, sadly, but, you know, it would have been nice. Would have been nice to be able to find out if it was double money, you know. But now he's decided to kill himself again, I think. So the only way to do it would be to go off the radar, which will cost like $12,000 just to then have him chase us down anyway. So I think it's one of those ones. We'll get as far as we can, but I am not confident at this stage. Well, still nothing as well, says Luke. Although the deals have actually come out, it is at this stage 50% off any clubhouse location around the map. Also 50% off weed, counterfeit cash, and also it is the other one. Yeah, he's back on his oppressor again. I think I'm going to have to do this in a different lobby if I want to complete a mission, because people are people, unfortunately, in this game. Uh-oh. Yeah, he's here anyway. Hopefully they blow him up, but I think more than likely he is going to blow us up. He died again. Okay. I would say I'll call the radar, but I don't think that's going to happen because of the fact that, unfortunately, the best bet is for him to have his oppressor blown up and this bus to have a little bit more handling, but it's unfortunately we're going to get neither of those two options. And he is just going to continue to come after us until he does kill us, which is sad because we're going to get closer and closer each time, and he is just going to blow us up because this hill sucks. We are not moving quick at all. He's back on his oppressor again. This guy is persistent. I will give him that. He's decided that this is the day that he just wants to ruin it for anyone else doing something. But, you know, we'll go with it. He seems like he's going to go for the direct approach, I think, and he's going to kind of drive straight at us. Oh, no, he's doing the waiting. Okay, I know what he's doing. We're going to turn around. We're going to have to go back and go the other way because he is just going to block us every time that we try and get to the location. Sadly. Here he comes. He's persistent. George. If George is still in the chat, he is not though. I think he's still at the pub. But if he was in the chat, I would say, George, you would be able to handle this guy very well right now. If you did decide to give us a good old hand. I don't even know if I'm on the radar as well. That's the worst thing. I think I am just in a prison bus and he was like, I will kill him. We haven't got, was that bus built in Sparta as well? It's doing well, but unfortunately I think it can only take one more until it ends up unfortunately going downhill. And this guy is kind of just goosey guarding, I guess you could say as well. He is just waiting for us so that we can then get blown up. Oh, what do we do? What level is he? He is a level, he's level 221. So he's just gonna keep on doing it until he blows up the bus, I think. So I guess the smartest thing would be to blow up the bus ourselves. Maybe. We have to wait and see. I think I'm just gonna have to reverse back down here and try and find an open road that we can try and shoot him in. But oh, this bus handles badly. That is to shoot biker cell missions as times too. So I guess in that regard we don't have to do this mission anymore.
You're fucking dead!
Which is good news, because that is going to save us a lot of time, because I think we were just going to have to keep on going backwards and forwards until this guy kills us. Sadly, at this stage, he is just trying to cut us off. Oh, I want to do something, but I feel like it's pretty cheap, but I feel like it would annoy him very much.
Get out of here, bitch. This is our hood.
Hey, that was very rude, mate. Why is he swearing at us like that? This isn't going to work, but it's the best bet at this stage. Up over here we go. We're kind of going off-roading. There he is. He's back again.
Motherfucking yeah!
Hopefully they keep on shooting him. There he goes. There he goes. He's done it. Right, we have got there that this might be the best vehicle in the game. It's pretty strong in that regard, although I think it's about to be a lot less strong because he is going to blow it up surely. Did he get killed? Surely he didn't get killed. I think he did get killed by those prisoners, but the thing is, if I try and get the bus back, he is just going to kill me because he seems like he was decent with his aiming. So I'm in a difficult position at this stage, definitely because they have 3 of them that could all join up. So what we're going to do is we're going to accept the loss because of the fact that now we know that it isn't that one on special. So we can kind of just run away at this stage and abandon ship. And I'm hoping by abandoning ship, he will get bored and then possibly end up going away. So what we're going to do is we're going to go here and we're going to... There it is. The bus was destroyed. I was going to say what we're going to do is we're going to run away and hopefully he ends up kind of tiring himself out. He's like, when you got the toddler and you end up kind of trying to tire them out. Is he going to seriously come and get us? Oh, now we've got 2 of them around us as well. This is not going well at this stage. Seems like he is just going to... Yeah, now he's going to fly away. Well, that was nice. We have got there sick moves throw as well, says Katie Dixon, and also we have got there the bus driver needs to be sacked as well, says Johnny Blake. Tell you what, it was not a good run, that is for sure. Why do we still have cops, unfortunately, which is a bit of a shame. So double money for cell missions. I'm dead as well. This isn't gone well. Bang bus gone as well. We have what's got there. We'll take this bus on a road trip around New Mexico, plenty of space as well, and I'm a bit hungry. I want to go to the kitchen. And at this stage, I think we are almost at the end of this live stream as well. We have found out what all of the deals are. I'm not sure why I did that. Sorry everyone, that was a bit rough. Oh no, I'll just get a vehicle and drive away a little bit in that regard. But yeah, I think we have found out all the money and everything. So it is half price for biker, also clubhouses I should say. Biker clubhouses. Simeon wants this vehicle, so I've got the cops again. We are having a bad run. But then also, it is weed counterfeit cash, and also it is the other one, which is document forgery. That is going to be double money, or sorry, not double money, but half price this week. I'm having a shocker. Then also there is a bike on the podium vehicle, also the time trial, normal money, but you do need a quick bike to be able to do it, and then double money on the biker cell missions, which is very good news indeed. If I did have a biker business that was up and running, so I'll probably have to buy one of those, but George actually does have one of those, so that will be very useful in his regard. But nonetheless, I think we are almost at the end of this live stream. I will wait around for just a little bit longer. We haven't got there. I think that might be the best idea for the vlog I've ever heard as well, says Katie. And also we have got there Kiwi Lads extras featuring viewers as well. That would be kind of cool to have an extra channel as well. That was a big collision, but luckily the cops have turned off, which is very good news indeed for us. Although there is a jet just sitting there on the road. I think he's kind of following the road rules, which is an interesting one. But you know, if you got a jet and you want to drive down the road, I don't think there's any rules that says that. Hamish usually so polite. The prostitutes. The worst thing is that was just a random woman and her walking group that they were kind of chilling out, going around. She charged too much and you don't want to pay as well, says that Johnny Blaze. Where did that guy end up going in the end? Did he just decide to go and fly over someone else perhaps? No, he's kind of completely disappeared. So, oh, wait a minute. If that guy's doing a mission, maybe he'll end up going for him instead. It's weird that he's kind of completely gone MIA at this stage. But yeah, I don't think she was. I don't think she was one of those in that one. I think I just ended up, unfortunately, punching her. Do I change my hair in the game to something similar to mine? I don't know whether I want to, because the hair in the game makes me realise that I probably do need a haircut in real life as well. But we do like a bit of race yellow, same colour as the channel as well. Did George put any other messages other than hi a little bit earlier on? I don't think so. I think he ended up just kind of saying hi and then leaving, sadly. But we will get him on a future GTA 5 live stream. That will be the best bet. We have got Mobster has put, have you played Resident Evil Village yet? It's scary, bro. When did it come out? Do let me know, Mobster. But I haven't actually played... Right, this is one that might split opinions. I haven't actually played any of the Resident Evil games. And I feel like I should have by now, because they sound like they are pretty decent. I bought one to play split screen, but no one played split screen with me, so I just had to do it by myself as well. Always be polite with the prostitutes, so that you won't have to meet the pimp as well. My grandfather taught me this, says Sebastian. That is good life advice, indeed, in that regard. I guess you could say we always got there. I see you, mate, as well, says Luke. But at this stage, I think I'm quickly going to sell this vehicle as well while we're at it. So anyone who is tuning in now, 50% off your MC Clubhouses. And we're just going to put on the brakes now because there is a... Oh, no. How did he see us? He couldn't have seen us from there, surely. We've got to get into the Los Santos Customs, though, and he will be away. The cops are doing a good job today. They're really shutting us down. It was almost like an exaggerated power slide in the rain. It seems like it's a bit slippery out there at the moment. It's probably raining. That car just disappeared? I think it did, but you know, we'll just go with it. People have got that teleportation. It is currently sitting at 2021, almost 2022. We're only 105 or 107 or something around there days away from 2021 being over. What a drift that was as well. I like horror games, Hamish. Resident Evil Village Oi as well, says Mobster. So what would you give it out of a 10? Because I assume you have said it's scary, but is it a good game at the same time? Do let me know. Oh, come on. No, you can't be doing this to me. Surely it's not a lose the cops day. I thought you could go in here without losing the cops, and now they're really going to shoot me, I think. So we're just going to go around here. G'day, mate. We're just going to get rid of them quickly, if that's all right. We're just going to quickly call Lester. Hopefully this is going to be a little bit of a tester in time. Are they lost? No, they've got another vehicle. Right, we go like this. Ha. Not so smart now, are you? Got it. Just do it. Just do it. I deserve it. Yeah, good job, boys. That couldn't have been a worse time. Worst time maneuver as well. We have also got there Resident Evil is the only fun at the arcade at the movie theatre as well. This is a long rule, or this is a rule along with Tekken as well, and it is too scary, mate, as well, says Mobster. And also we have got cheers for the stream, Hamish and friends. You guys rock as well. And could you please do some more Rugby Challenge 4, says Lewis. Actually, that is what you guys wanted to see at the end of this live stream. Before you go, I can quickly load up Rugby Challenge 4 and show you guys what I am up to in terms of my Beer Pro sites that I have been customizing as well. We have got, could you play any of the old retro Xbox games like Brute Force and Halo as well. I believe I actually do have one of the original Halos, if I'm not wrong there. Oh, that guy, I've just realized what that guy's name was. Oh, if only I could kill him before he was finished doing his vehicle cargo. I feel like that would have been very nice indeed, but I think he is going to be able to get there in the end. But we have got there in the chat. But yeah, one of those ones that I would actually like to do is one of those old games. I have got my Xbox 360, so I'm not sure how much older than 360 I can go, but I've got Rugby 08 on the really. Please don't kill me. It's been a rough enough day, mate. You can just let me in your vehicle. Don't do it. Don't do it. What are you doing? Just get in the car. Did you just... Okay, he's getting in a garage, or he's buying... Okay, he's got a garage. He decided to do that instead of whoever's got there. And there, I have no friends, so I like to hang out with yous on the chat legends. See you guys in the weekend as well. I mean, at the end of the day, you are part of the Kiwi Lads friend group, I guess you could say, because we have got all these lovely people who do tune in week out for these live streams, and it is just awesome the fact that you guys are always here for these ones. My PC Master Race memories as well in the chat, and also we have got cheers for the stream a little bit earlier on, and also we have got have a good one, you absolute legends. See you on the wildest weekend of rugby as well. Plague of Innocence is another horror game set in the 17th century medieval times as well, says Mobster. And also we have got I totally take pride in having no friends as well. My only mate is my wife now as well. And okay, thank you, says Lewis Clarkson. Nonetheless, I think we are quickly going to be switching over. Would have liked to kill that guy, of course, but actually now that I remember, it is not on this console. It is going to be on Rugby Challenge on the PC, so I'll quickly load that up, and hopefully it appears on the screen for you guys. As you can see, my desktop is an absolute mess, but hopefully it does come up soon and you don't have to look at it for too much longer, because it's a little bit rough in that regard. You can see the George emoji there, but Rugby Challenge now loading, so we're going to switch over to our other controller very briefly here. We're going to go like this, we're going to go like this. We have got there, my life is definitely less complicated, lol, by a long shot as well, says Katie Dixon. And also, okay, thank you from Lewis. So we are going to be going on, but I will mention anyone who is new, be sure to hit that subscribe button, because we are going to be back week in, week out with these GTA 5 live streams. But I guess it's a little bit of a strange situation because of the fact we're no longer on GTA, but I'm going to quickly show you guys exactly what we have got in terms of our Beer Pro series that we have been working on. I'm trying to get as many sides done in the Bunnings NPC as I can. A few surprises scattered throughout there as well. I assume you guys can hear that. Hopefully it's not too loud. And hopefully it doesn't get copyrighted. Oh, well, it doesn't really matter if it gets copyrighted on this channel because we are not, we don't really have too much. I'm just looking for the little USB thingamabob to plug in. Ow. I'm just banging my head on something. Right. There is a little USB somewhere here, and it's going to be able to help us out. But we need to find it. And I cannot find it. One moment. Oh, we've got it. We've got it. We've got lift off, ladies and gentlemen, which means I could actually press this button for now. No, I couldn't. It doesn't like me. So we are going to go like this. We are going to go like this. And I should probably turn off GTA while I'm at it, because you guys will be hearing a little bit of both. What happened there? Did I close it? Maybe. Yeah, I did. Console companion. We're going back to Rugby Challenge 4. Right. Here we go. What we got? Yes. I enjoy when it does work. I think I turned my console off. Right. Be a pro. Okay, I didn't turn my console off and someone just blew me up, I believe. Now my console is off. That was unfortunate. I think I just got killed. Dead by Daylight is another terrifying thriller, Hamish, as well. Dead by Daylight has actually been suggested, and I still need to get the others to download it. I believe Isaac was going to clear some space so that he could as well. That sounds good as well, says Lewis. Right, so we will look through. Customize is the best way to look at it. I think I've completed my international teams, quite a few of them. There's still a couple that I'm not 100% happy with, but they get in there. Then Super Rugby, I've changed the sides to the 2020 squads, plus a few added ones in there just for a bit of fun. You know, you got Bowden Barrett, Caleb Clark, of course, still there at the Blues, but down here we have got a name that is coming up there. You guys will see it in about 3, 2, 1. I've added Roger Tuivasa-Sheck to the Blues to see whether or not he goes all right off the bench. Also, the likes of Jacob Ratavai Tavuki Nepkins. Ratavai. I swear his name's Ratavai. He's not on that list. I've got a different list. I've got the Auckland Bay of Plenty squad here as well that I did make up. But yeah, I thought his name was Jacob Ratavai Tavuki Nepkins. Ratavai Tavuki Nepkins. So maybe his name was too long. And they were like, you've got to compact it, mate. You've got to go down to just Tamai Tavuki Nepkins as well. But I've got a couple extra names in there. Finally sat down and watched the AU Super Australia-South Africa game that Quay Cooper won. My God, did I get New Zealand-South Africa 2018 Pretoria vibes when ABs won it at the Deaf on the boot. Yeah, tell you what, that was a game and a half. That one between the two sides. The game this weekend at Suncorp as well should be a very nice one. I haven't actually edited any of the Premiership teams or really any of these sides, other than maybe I'll throw the likes of a Kurtley Beale in there. Actually, they might already have Kurtley. Do they? Do they have Kurtley? Do they have Kurtley? No, they don't. But they also have, that is not what Bryce Doolan looks like. So I think I'm going to kind of edit a few of the sides so they get a little bit closer to being similar to the real life ones. And then also, the big one that I've been doing is the likes of the Bunnings NPC sides. Been making them up as well to try and make them as close as possible with the likes of just pretty much adding every single person in, including Roger Tuivasa-Sheck. I decided to add in there as well, alongside Solomoni Kata, another signing for the Auckland side this year. So I've kind of, I've tried to make their faces look alright, the ones that I have downloaded or the ones that I've had to make myself, but that is pretty much, as you can see, we've got quite a few sides that are going to be kind of shaping up, but I've only had enough time to really do a few of them. Some of the sides I've done the first kind of few names, and then I've filled in the bench with the likes of Reece Samet, Richie McCaw and Tyg Furlong for now. But after that, we're on for the races, you know. And I think other than that, I've also got Leinster and whatnot have been edited as well to be a little bit closer. But then, of course, I've got to make sure that the international players get called away to international duty as well. You life's better without outsides as well, says Johnny Blaze. And I think the only outsides I have got really are Daniel, George and Isaac, and they are, well, one of them's at the pub and the other two are busy for this one. But something else, Super Rugby, just to give you guys a little bit more excitement as well, it is going to be in the situation of I've added Fiji and Drua to Super Rugby. I wasn't able to add Moana Pacifica because I wasn't sure who is going to be in that Moana Pacifica game, or in that Moana Pacifica team to be more exact. So that is why I wasn't too sure whether or not to add them in. And we have got there in the chat, I'm cold-hearted and bitter. David Cheers as well says Johnny Plays, and also we have got there, can you put these on the fan hub and let us download? A lot of these teams that I am downloading are pretty much identical to the ones on the fan hub, other than the fact that I haven't changed the sliders, but there are the likes of the 2021 teams that I kind of download and then use those players. But a lot of them have already got the likes of these little printouts that I've made myself for the Bay of Plenty squad, that actually is, that I've got in front of me. David will love that one. Indeed, I believe, with all of these fellows who are going to be taken on Hawke's Bay. But yeah, pretty much all of them are on the fan hub already. It is just a case of I've made a couple changes, but I believe I will be putting them on the fan hub as well when I do get the chance. Could you do a quick game as well? Says Lewis. I have the game in mind. Sebastian, you are here, aren't you? And it's not going to be a game that a lot of people probably know too much about either of the sides, but I need redemption for my boy Sebastian in the chat. Last time it didn't go well, but this time Romania, Georgia, we're making it happen. We're playing a 5-minute game and we are going to run the Georgians ragged out there, and we are going to get the win. 5 minutes we're playing at Stadio Coliseo is where we are going to be playing this one, and we are going to be Romania, and we are going to get that redemption. Cheers, mate, as well, says Luke. And also 2018 ABs versus Bok, Loftus versus Field, best game in my opinion from 2015 to the 2019 World Cup cycle, as well, says Johnny Blaze. And also Mobster has said not scary enough, something to get your heart pumping and your brain playing tricks on you, as well, says Mobster. And I can just imagine me, George, Daniel and Isaac playing that game just wouldn't end up going very smoothly. Whoever's the killer would probably end up, tell you what, that is quite loud.
Are always thrilling to watch.
Sorry everyone for blasting the eardrums. We'll go about there. Hopefully that's not too bad in terms of the volume for you guys. But yeah, that was very loud indeed. We have got their cheers, mate, as well. And also Lockdown has helped me take inventory of who I let into my life, and finally started to edit out the toxic people, positive vibes only, and that's how I found this amazing channel as well, says Katie Dixon. And that is one thing that I absolutely love about like the community that we have grown, because of the fact that everyone's pretty much positive about the game. We just all love watching a bit of rugby, and yes, we've got the occasional kind of bit of banter that goes on, but overall 90% of the chat on every live stream is something positive, which I think is absolutely awesome. Bella Tui's just nailed there. Unfortunately, not looking too positive early on for Romania if we can't break the line early, but you know, we'll do a little step. It's a good tackle. We can't lose to Georgia twice. If I lose to Georgia twice, Sebastian will never forgive me. Nice step. Little offload. No, not quite able to find it. Hopefully the game's not too loud. Do let me know as well if it is blasting big time. I see now that 5 minutes is going to mean that our stamina is going to be gone. So we really need to go now and really need to pin the ears back. Oh, that's a big shot. Justin liked it. Right, we're going to take the 3 here because of the fact that I've gone with such a short game. House of Ashes or Dying Light. PlayStation 5, very frightening epics. As well, says Mobster. See, I'm the kind of guy who probably gets frightened at like Slender or something, which I think isn't actually that bad of a game. I actually have Outlast. Uh-oh, the wind's into us as well. This might not be a give me. He struck it well, though, the Romanian. Has he got enough of it? Please go over. Yes, we have got the lead in this one as well. We have also got there in the chat. Mobster, I checked out those games. Scary as hell, bro. I chickened out, then came back here where I was safe as well. Says Johnny Blaze. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, Outlast is a game I bought about 2 Halloweens ago, and we're almost Halloween again. Maybe we need to do a special Halloween game for the Kiwi Lads Gaming, seeing as it isn't that far away. Dinu, you will get yourself subbed. Advantage over. Beautiful. Right. I think because we're still inside of the 22, we are allowed to kick this one into touch. So that is what we are going to do here. It's a big kick. That's a brilliant kick indeed from the Romanians. 10 out of 10 as well, says Katie Dixon. Of course, we haven't got the emojis on this one, but it is awesome that we have got you guys who are from the main channel on this one. Have we got Sebastian still? I haven't heard Sebastian for a little while. I'm sure he wouldn't want to be missing Romania winning a game up against Georgia here. Depending on how it goes, thank you. No, that's a hard name to say. Passing it across field. Nice low tackle there from the Romanians, pushing them backwards. Inside of the 22. Uh-oh. That's one thing we can't afford. As soon as we start missing tackles, that is when we start losing the game. because we haven't scored yet. In there. Nice. Wide ball now. Back. Yes. Pass. No. He was the only guy with any stamina, I think, at this stage on the field. The stamina really goes down quick as well. Oh, Georgia are decent in this game. I'm going to have to go for a drop goal here soon as well, possibly, to just try and get me the opportunity. Oh no, we've put it down again. Surely I don't lose. Sebastian left as well. I think I missed that message a little bit earlier on, did I? Uh-oh, I should probably... One moment. Oh, that's forward. He's kicked it downfield. We haven't got any speed other than Dinu. Look at the stamina just going down. We're going to have to kick this one into touch. Kick it into touch. Please go into touch. Yes. Okay, we got very lucky there. Where is the Sebastian? Have a good one, you absolute legends. See you at the Wildest Weekend of Rugby. I actually did read that one. I'm not sure why my brain thought that Sebastian was still here, which is a bit of a shame. But we're going to all be able to tell him that Romania got to win. Or if Georgia win, we're going to tell him nothing of the sort. We're going to tell him this game never took place. That's what we'll go for. But if we do win as Romania, then it's very good news for us as the Romanian international team. Great tackle. Get him. Right. Keep him inside of the 22. Keep him inside. Great low tackle once again. Get up. Not quite. It's alright. Going short side. Brilliant. Great low tackle once again from the Romanians. Up we go. Right, this is looking good now. We've got the men on the outside. We're drawing past and he hasn't got the pace, but this man does he? Yes, we've got it. Romania sky high as well, says Jason. Welcome in to the live stream, mate. It is great to see you here for this one. We have actually ended up on Rugby Challenge at the stage. We were on GTA a little bit earlier on, but we wanted to do one game as well. We have got there. Genuinely happy for you, Scrumlash. Good on you. Filter out the toxic runners. You'll be better for it. I done that a few years ago and found myself alone, yet so happy as well, says Johnny Glaze. And also look to my left, took two. Sorry, I'm tell you what, my reading's not going well. Look to my left, look to my right, and the only person is my wife. That was almost a poem. I put her through hell, man, cheated consistently as well when she was just my girlfriend, and still she stick by me and dedicate my life to her now as well, says Johnny Blaze. And it sounds like it's going pretty well as well. And now you've got, I guess you've got two children that you've got to care for as well, which I assume will make you even stronger for in that regard. That and the big fridge will be pretty lit to use as well with the Bluetooth. They're making subs. I think I should do the same because they're Georgia and they're slightly better than me. I wonder if they've got Gagashvili. I actually saw him in a game playing for, it was Toulon the other day, which I was like, oh, I actually know who that guy is, which was a little bit of fun. Surely that's not our stamina. It's saying that everyone's good to go, but I don't think everyone's good to go. I think everyone is ready to well and truly fall over. Great try as well, says Lewis. Thank you very much, mate. And there will be plenty more to come. Once I start that Be a Pro mode, I'm excited. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. That's very not good at the moment, but we're going to have just enough pace. Great tackle, Ely. But yeah, I'm going to have my Be a Pro. I'm starting in the Bunnings NPC, and then from there, going to be upgrading to Super Rugby, maybe even getting to international level within a few weeks. It'll be pretty nice. And I'm doing it as live streams, is one thing that I am keen on doing as well, rather than videos, because of the fact that it does save that editing time, and it does mean that I can get them more consistently pumped out for you guys. Does New Zealand go hard on Halloween, as it is big there, as it is here in the USA? Would love to Halloween in New Zealand as well, says Katie Dixon. It actually, people are normally pretty quiet around Halloween here in New Zealand. Like, we live in a small town, so maybe that's kind of why, but like, not too many people do it. Like, if we're kind of in the middle of town, roughly, and you probably only get like 1 or 2 door knocks a year if you're lucky, kind of thing. So I don't think people really celebrate it as much, but I am kind of keen on doing some sort of thing for my live streams that are going to be coming up, because we are going to be covering a little bit of the Cricket World Cup, and I believe there is a game that is going to be taking place on the 31st of October, so that will be Halloween, and then also the game between New Zealand and Wales going to be very close to that time as well. So I think we've got to do something special. We've got to get probably Kieran dressed up as well. Why not? He'll love it a bit. Oh, they were holding off on me a little bit there. They're a little bit not keen on this frantic pace of Romania. Oh, that's such an annoying glitch, because of the fact that, unfortunately, it was because of the fact that it was a replacement player, so he wasn't able to make a tackle, but that's going to be our ball. Kick it away. Don't kick it away. Give it back to them. Advantage for offside. This is not going well. We're going to steal it back, and it's an offside against Romania as well. Sebastian will be proud. We might speak too soon. It's not going well. They're starting to change the momentum here, but luckily there's only a few minutes left, so they'll take the tap here. Tackle him, boys. Good hit. Right. We're up to the final minute of the game. We cannot lose this game from here. That's a beautiful run there from him. Oh, what a tackle. Kept him in the field of play. Can we keep them at a clean sheet? Yes. Oh, no. I thought that was going to be my ball in the breakdown. No, 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 no. Get in there. Get in there. No. No one wants it. No one wants it. Oh, nice one. Keeping on going. Keeping on at the moment. We just need to make sure that we keep making tackles. That's a brilliant one. Get that ball. Oh. Referee, come on. Give us a break. Yes. Foot and touch. No. He's going to stay in the field of play. Yes, we've won it. Sebastian, that one was for you, mate. I've had a couple of Halloween parties in New Zealand when I was younger. They weren't too big though. Like 50-ish people was more or less a gimmick to get dressed up and get drunk as well, says Johnny Blaze. And also we have got G'day, I'll be going to sleep soon. As well, says James Gordon, although this will actually be the end of this live stream. We have finished our match. Romania have not won it. My voice is trying to disappear. I've still got 2 more previews to film a little bit later on tonight. Also, a couple more other videos that are coming out very soon. Get them prepared for those live streams that are taking place. So the first one of which is going to be 7:05 p.m. tomorrow, and that is going to be between Waikato and also Canterbury. Then on Saturday morning, maybe, we will be doing 6:45 a.m. We are getting up for Saracens versus Bristol Bears. Then after that, we have got the games of the Rugby Championship, 7:05 p.m. South Africa taking on the Wallabies, 10:05 p.m. New Zealand taking on, oh, don't forget the All Blacks versus Eagles game, as well, says David. See, now you tempted me. Have I got I actually might have a USA side downloaded. Maybe. We'll have to wait and see. Scrumlass, you will have a little bit more information on this USA side than probably myself. So you will know whether or not these people are actually the real people, I guess you could say, in that regard. Because I did download a team from the Fan Hub, I believe, for the USA, but we'll have to wait and see. My nephew dressed up as a Scorpion of Mortal Kombat on Trick or Treat one Halloween as well, says Mobster. And also, bro, my friend said that someone likes me as well, says James Gordon, so that will be exciting for you to find out who it is. Johnny Blaze, of course, is there giving the advice. When I lived in Florida, our condo residents all put together a Halloween swamp walkthrough onto the property where we live late at night with jump scares. Even the kids would get involved as well. I believe we've got a corn maze here, which kind of is each year. Who have I got on this side? I'm just looking at. I've still got Smith. I did see. Oh, are these people real people? I mean, Tony Lamborn, I know is a real person. Tell you what, if they've got Carlin Isles, is this actually? What is Carlin Isles? Is this the real side? They're the real names, but is it close enough to the real side's faces? I know Tony Lamborn, he is already in the game. Scorpion, my favourite, get out of here as well, says Johnny Blaze. And also we have got I don't want a girlfriend at school, as well, says James Gordon. So I guess you can just, stop it there, I guess. You can just ignore it from your friend. Who have I got here in my team? My team's looking pretty strong, but I'm not sure whether or not that is the closest that Carlin Isles would look. I just skipped the Hucko. I'm not even from New Zealand, you would think. With that one, Halloween is just starting to become a thing here now, as well, says David. So perhaps there will have to be some sort of effort on Halloween for myself and Kieran, and maybe even Ian Foster on a stick could get himself. Rico, you've just started that match well. That was like the Nepo Lalala and Pablo Matera start to the last match. Richie Moanga missing tackles. That's not ideal. That's because of that quarantine. You know, he's been in it for a little bit too long. Tell you what, the Ioane brothers have come to play in this one. Moanga, oh, that's a nice ball out to Tuanga Fussy. Got the man on the outside, Severis. Thanks very much for coming in. It's a try as well. And by CA as well. A mix of 15 and 7 players, I think, as well, says Luke. Because I believe Carlin Isles, he is a 7s player. But then, does he play 15s? I'm not too sure whether or not he does do a little bit of 15s. Because, of course, 7s is coming up very soon. And he will be playing in that competition in Toronto, which is going to be in the middle of the night. That was probably the next one that I was going to be going along the line of in terms of the next games that I am going to be covering on the channel. Also, we have got the Gallagher Premiership in the middle of the night. Exeter Chiefs taking on Leicester, I believe it is, if I'm not wrong. Then top 14 is going to be in there as well. Sunday we got Bunnings NPC. Saturday, I forgot a couple of the games. We got Bunnings NPC as well. It's going to be Bay of Plenty taking on Hawke's Bay on Sunday for the Rand Furley Shield. David, is your prediction that it's coming under Bay of Plenty for that one. Do let me know as well. A couple goals as well, says Jody Blaze. And also we have got, when I worked at the grocery store, my ex-boyfriend and I dressed up like Scorpion and Sub-Zero as well. Okay, this is going to be one that you guys aren't going to like. I've never played any of the Mortal Kombat games, but I would like to. So I feel like it's not the case of I haven't played them because I don't want to. It's just because of the case of I end up just playing the same game over and over. The likes of GTA, Assassin's Creed, no, that's an example of one that I haven't played. I still haven't played Assassin's Creed. I own about 3 or 4 of the newer Assassin's Creed games, all of them up to Valhalla, or whatever it's called. But other than that, oh, dirty. That's a yellow. That's not a yellow. How is that not a yellow? Go on, show him some twinkle toes, Richie. Oh. It didn't quite work. Tried to get a little bit fancy with it getting behind, and it didn't quite work out for us. You're not going anywhere, mate. Foot in touch. Thanks very much. 20th of April is my favourite holiday. As well says Johnny Blaze. 20th of April. I should know what date that is, and I'm not sure what date it is. Is it your birthday? Is your birthday 20th of April? Not too sure. Do let me know what is on the 20th of April. That's a nice drawing pass. That's an even better one. Havili not playing in this match. Oh, he got caught pretty quickly there by, I believe it was the number 13. In the end, Smitho trying to get the gap. Sam Kane, when's he coming back? No one knows. Leonard Brown out to Reese. He's got a step on him. Gonna be firing the wide ball, is he? Oh, he's messed it up a little bit, but McKenzie picks it up and puts it down. We have got there. Hey, it's D-Mac. And D-Max and Luke Jacobson's birthday. As also Katie Dixon, and also we have got there, cannot wait for Wales' November test of death against the Aussies box and the All Blacks, and also Fiji is another game they're going to be playing, which is going to be absolutely awesome to see the flying Fijians in the Northern Hemisphere. And I believe that's the only game they have, so I wish they had. I actually said it on our podcast. I said I want to see a 3-match series between Japan and Fiji, just to get those guys a little bit more rugby, working at the grocery store and going into work, and every employee is dressed up, love it as well, says Katie Dixon. And I cooked at school, says James Gordon. What did you make at school, mate? Do let me know. It's actually Mwonga who is going to be kicking, not Mackenzie in this one, sadly. But, tell you what, Mackenzie might be kicking tomorrow, though. In the number 10 jersey, or do they give it to Barrett? They've got questions. 420. That makes sense, Katie Dixon. There we go. I think they're trying to do away with Guy Fawkes and replace it with Halloween. It's not a holiday here as well. And the chat from David. Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting Halloween, because I don't think I've ever dressed up for Halloween other than maybe once way ago, and I think that was for like a school thing, if I'm not wrong. But it's been a long time, and I think for the channel I gotta make the effort. Oh, beautiful offload there. Oh, he just said the same thing as me, Grant Nisbet. Is it Grant Nisbet? No, I feel like that was. Is it Grant? I think it is Grant, if I'm not wrong. I could be wrong there, though. I haven't listened to commentary in a long time because of the fact that normally I'm the one who is saying things right. Rico, show us some skill. Nice one, Rico. Just stepping around him. Come on, come get me. Have one of those. And there we go. It's a bit cocky, wasn't it? But we have got D-Mac and Jacobson have the best days, as I said, Johnny Blaze. And also we have got, it would be cool to merge those holidays, even if they aren't, or if they aren't merged already. Burning effigies is cool, as well as Katie Dixon. And also, does anyone know where they are showing the English Premiership in Australia? Says Luke. That is a good question. I assume on Stan Sports, because of the fact that if they're anything like the New Zealand competition, I'm just watching Rico Ioannis. Pretty much, we have got 3 games a week that we do get to see. We've got the game that is taking place on every Saturday morning, and then the game that is taking place at 2 a.m. or so on every Sunday morning. We only get one of the 4 because they're all on at the same time. So it wouldn't really be a pick and choose of what game I want to watch, because of the fact they only show the one. So it's pretty much whatever it is, that is the game that we're streaming. And then also the game on Sunday we get to see, or the Monday morning game, sorry. So I'm not too sure where it would be in Australia, but I assume it would be along the lines of Stan Sport, or maybe, do they show it on 9? Maybe if you're lucky they might show a game or 2 on 9 just to try and keep everyone interested. Although saying that, they show the top league in Australia on Stan, but that is because there are quite a few Australians in there. Oh, Ioane, he's got a bit of a step on him. He's running out of space. Oh, David Havili, you ruined it. That was beautiful from Rico. We've got, Hamish Guy Fawkes is on its last legs as well. Says David and Rico is way better on the wing. Says Lewis Clark, and yeah, he is going to be there. Not for this next match, but maybe. Do you think they'll go with him there up against the Springboks? We'll have to wait and see. Because I know last week it was kind of like a fill-in. I don't even need to... I was going to step that guy, but then I realised I can just outpace him, unfortunately, in that one. And we have got... I missed cooking in school. It was fun as well. And also, I made fried rice, but Asian, me and my mate did it. As well, says James Scott. I struggled to read that one. And plus, Ireland and France also got the All Blacks 2nd of November. So Wales, you the odd one out, homie. They beat the All Blacks as well in the chat. And tell you what, a day that I am looking forward to. These fixtures that I am about to read out to you guys, I don't even need to look them up because I know them off by heart. It's on at about 4 a.m. Springboks versus England is the first match of that day. World Cup final rematch. Second game, Wales versus Australia, which is going to be an interesting matchup and an exciting one as well. And then the last match is going to be France versus New Zealand. So we've got 3 very good matches, 3 matches that could happen in the World Cup 2023 as well. So we'll have to wait and see. Kiwi Lads pumpkin carving live stream. If we did that, I don't know whether I could trust George with a knife. You know, that would be tricky. I can hardly trust him with a cookie on the carpet, let alone carving a hole in a pumpkin. But maybe if we did it outside, it could be a goal. We have got those little microphones now that are... Oh, Rico Ioane with the goose step. That is the first time I have ever seen that. He's going to need to use his brother. Oh, he didn't pass. It's a little bit obvious that he wouldn't. But now, going back to Wanga Fussy, did we all see that goose step? We're going to go back and have a look at it. That's the first time ever on Rugby Challenge I have seen a goose step. We're going back to it. I have never seen a goose step in this game. Not like that anyway. He almost... Or did he do a goose step or did he just step him? I don't think I've ever seen that step animation. Do let me know. Yeah, do let me know if you've seen this one before. Oh, he did a little goosey. Little goosey. I feel like I've never been excited this much at a Rugby Challenge. But look at this little bloody step from Rico. He does not just this. Look at him going. He's got the USA big old... I know that guy in the background, but I can't think of it. Oh, he did a goosey and he's gone. Other than the fact that he lost all his stamina and then puffed out about 5 metres down the track. Trust George with a knife. Can't trust him with a cookie on the carpet as well. And you got to make your subs. As it well says Lewis, and also maybe you can do a live stream from the pub as well, says David. I feel like I would be keen, but George would not be keen on that idea because of the fact that because we're from a small town and he's from the farming community, anyone at the pub will know probably who he is, who his parents are, and they'll be like, why is that George kid? Ooh, why is that George kid filming himself in a pub as well? I had authentic some Asian country noodles, and it was that spicy. I literally blocked my nose and made me cry. So I was like, see, I made chicken fried rice for tea tonight, but it was just basic. It was chicken, rice, and egg. That was about it, really. I just went for the plain and simple way of doing it. I took food tech in high school so I could eat more for rugby, and I had a hard time trying to bulk up as well as joining play. So that was strategic. Indeed, it's not on Stan Sport. I was looking and I couldn't find anything on KO either, says Luke. So that seems weird that they're not going to show any of the games. Are they currently showing the top 14 over there? Luke, do let me know. I could look at that animation all day. If that is an animation that is going to be coming in the future, I would be very happy. Did you make cool things like meat pies, or did you make simple things like red lobster, cheese biscuits, like American kids do as well? I think at our school anyway, I remember year 7. So we went up to year 6 for for primary school, and then we went over to high school. So year 7 at school, and I was in that situation of doing a bit of food tech, as you do, and we were making cheese muffins. So the teacher would go around and we were having cheese and ham in the muffins because that seemed normal. And then there was a teacher, one of the older teachers who was no longer there at the school. She was kind of coming around with a bowl of chives, and I was like, no thank you. I don't like chives. No thank you. So pretty much a little shy Hamish was like, no thank you. I wouldn't want no chives in this, please. So she went, took a big spoonful of chives and dropped it straight in my bowl. And went, there you go. Well, she didn't say there you go, but that's probably what she was thinking at the time. So then my muffins had a whole heap of chives, and then when there were still chives left at the... Oh, that guy's done well to get back up. But yeah, when there were still chives left in her bowl at the end, she came back and gave me more chives as well. So my muffins were uneatable for myself because of the fact that I did not like me some chives. So that was my first food tech experience all linking up, or getting a bit keen. A little bit too early there from that man. All we have got there, and their MK Gaming is in the chat as well. Welcome in to the live stream, mate. At this stage, we're playing a bit of rugby challenge. The title says GTA, but we did finish our GTAing, and now we are on a bit of rugby challenge for the final match that we are going to be playing. Rico stepping for Fania, Vili gassing out. Oh, good job, boys. Keep the game in play. We don't want it to end. Oh, Moanga get behind him. I thought he was going to go for the drop kick there. Shy Hamus, don't want any tries, lady, as well, says Katie Dixon. And also, yep, sounds like how we have it here too. And also, great idea, David. Streams from the pub like G-Man. It's hilarious watching him from start to finish. His speech is clear, and at the end, he's all over the show, as well, says Johnny Blaze. And also, we have got, unfortunately, no, it was basic things: scrambled eggs on toast, pancakes, breads, muffins, sort of stuff kids would learn at home. As well, says Johnny Blaze. And also, we have got how you make red lobster cheese and cookie yummy hungry tummy oi as well. And also, we have got how dare she after you alter your ham and cheese muffins without your permission, parent teacher conference now. As well, I would choose wood tech over cooking, and it was the worst decision of my life. As well, says like, yeah, because at our school you kind of did a term and a term type thing. So we had 3 terms. It was food tech, wood tech, and also it was it's not called home tech, but it's pretty much sewing and whatnot. So you learn how to sew and stitch and all that kind of thing for one term, wood tech for another, and then the other was the case of food tech. And then also we had art and music that was split, and then I ended up going more down the music track. And we have got, you're such a nice guy, Hamish. Even when Big Hard trolls you, you reply in such a gentleman-like manner. Not too many guys like you around, mate, as well, says Johnny Blaze. I've actually had a few comments along those lines of they find it like incredible that I'm somehow able to still not like bite back at the obvious attempts of, I guess, trying to be slightly negative, I guess you could say. But I always, like, at the end of the day, I always look at rugby in like a positive light, and I feel like that's something that is slightly rare in some regards. Definitely if you go on social media, it is shocking on there indeed. But yeah, overall, I just try and keep it positive. Like a clip that is going to be coming up very soon on the channel was actually us talking about Argentina and where they're going to end up on the world rankings. And he said that they're going to go down to about 11th. He said they were going to be below Georgia and everyone. So I kind of said, I want to see them up higher. But then he was like, yeah, nah, they're not, sadly. But hopefully they do stay up there. Argentina stream's still going. What a pleasant surprise as well. So Sebastian, everyone tell Sebastian what happened while he was away. Everyone do it. Be sure to do it. Sebastian, you're going to hear a nice story here, mate. We are on Rugby Challenge. A little bit of a hint there, but everyone let Sebastian know what he just missed. Because it wasn't the USA All Blacks game, it was the one before that. You'll be very happy indeed. BKR hates me as well, says Luke. I believe he does, mate. But I still like having you here, mate. Like, I guess it's a weird thing, YouTube. Because on one channel, like, you can end up with, like, a different kind of, not perspective, but different kind of opinion of you, and then on another it's all chill. You know, we like having you here. You're on the gaming ones, you're also on the Kiwi Lads ones as well, and it's very awesome having you here for these ones. I remember when I was like 14 in maths class and I ate the teacher's Snickers bar, and when he found out he had a big fit, threw out his desk papers all over the floor, ripped the whiteboard off the wall as well, says Johnny Blaze, all over a Snickers bar, snack size too. Sorry, maths teacher Sarah as well. Hamish played Romania versus ABs, and the ABs thumped them by 200 points. Do not start. That is not true. That is not true, Sebastian. Do not trust Johnny Blaze in that statement, but hopefully someone else. It did involve Romania though. I will say that much. It's got the biscuits in America is what we call rolls as well. So they aren't sweet. They are like fluffy, savoury cheese rolls or buns, though they aren't smooth. As well, says KD Dixon, and they're kind of almost, I guess actually, a scone might be the best way to describe a biscuit. I think you could say maybe if we have scones here in New Zealand, or scones if you're in the UK, but scones, as we call them, good old scones, mate. Put them on the oven with a bit of whipped cream and also some jam. Not too bad. And Hamish was laughing like the evil creature. But believe Katie Dixon out of those ones, I think, is the best one. We won as Romania 10-0 up against Georgia. I redeemed us. It was tough. I almost lost, but we were able to get through there. Who the hell sews in New Zealand at home these days? No one. Those days are gone. That is true. I remember making a weird kind of, not puppet thing, there's a tiny bug trying to eat my face. A little, it was almost a frog. It was supposed to be a frog. It wasn't a frog. It was just a thing with four, or like, it was kind of like a gecko. A gecko, that's what it was supposed to be, a gecko. So I had the two hands up there. I'm not getting arrested, but, and then my legs, or not my legs, the thing's legs were kind of outspread as well. Like it was a gecko, you know how the geckos are all weird and whatnot, sticking to things. But I made one of those, and you put the googly eyes on, you got to sew them on, and I think we actually gave it to my younger cousin, so I'm not sure whether or not he still has it in that regard. And we have got there, yes, scones, there it is as well. And yeah, my mate spammed his chat and used my name and stuff, and he got fed up with it as well, says Luke. Yeah, I know that he has mentioned a few spammers. Was he the one who spammed on our one a little while ago, Luke, or was it a different guy? Hopefully it was a different guy, but if it was your mate, I guess now that you do watch these ones, it is quite good, because we haven't actually had too many spammers recently, which is absolutely awesome. And yeah, hopefully we don't end up with any. Fingers crossed for a little while as well. Hamish redeemed himself. I was so close to unsubbing. Thank you, Big Love, as well. Says the passionate Big R, so biased lol. But he's a good bloke. I like him as well. Says Johnny Blaze. And a voodoo doll. Says David. Yeah, he definitely says what's on his mind, and changes it quite a bit at times. Like it was like that Quade Cooper one of a couple of weeks ago. He was like, no, Quade Cooper nowhere near my starting lineup or reserves. But now he's like his best friend at this stage, Craig Cooper. But I guess it's one of those ones, we're almost two opposites, which I guess can lead to a balance, I guess you could say, because I'm kind of like, I don't know how to describe myself, kind of impartial and positive, and then he is kind of in that situation of he, like, has his opinion and he will tell you what it is, like, straight up without any kind of beating around the bush, and then kind of can change that if something else happens, kind of thing, if that makes sense. But then he will still stick by it 100% in that regard. I feel like that was a weird way of describing it. I'm terrible with describing people, I think. That's my problem now, my mates. I have no clue about you, says Luke as well. Also, well, the Snickers bar, we used to eat granola bars in the USA history class and get crumbs all over the carpet, and the teacher would make us stay behind and vacuum it all up, always late for next class. And yes, and BK, yes, you and BK are polar opposites as well, says Johnny Blaze. And I only found your channel because of the Rugby Down Under podcast, says Luke as well, which is pretty awesome with the fact that you are now here, because you've been tuning in for every Kiwi Lads gaming live stream. And the thing that I love about these smaller live streams as well, like a lot of people would think only the big live streams are the ones that like would interest like yourself as like looking at numbers and everything, but I look at those smaller live streams as more of an opportunity to be able to really just chat about like things more in depth. Like I sometimes enjoy the live streams with only 10 people as much as I do with the live streams with a few hundred at the same time. Like the one the other weekend, the top 14 live stream at like 7 AM. I had done an all-nighter up till that point, but I had a lot of fun on that live stream with you guys, even though there were only a few of you there for it. It was just awesome to be able to catch up. And kind of when you're in that hectic, like, because that one beforehand where we had over 2,000 people on it, you kind of get into the mindset of just, like, you got to speed that part up to then speed that part up, and then you're all over the place. Chat, game, chat, game, chat, game. But then in, like, a smaller game, you can kind of read the chat, actually process it like properly and kind of interact more, and I think I enjoy those ones just as much, maybe if not more, than the ones with a whole heap of people, because at the end of the day you guys are the thing that makes these live streams so fun. So without you guys I am just doing commentary, and I enjoy doing the commentary, but not as much as I do enjoy talking to you guys as well. I like these small streams better. That's why I will be at Rugby Itches during the Rugby Championship games as well, says Johnny Blaze. And also we have fun in BKR chat, especially NFL. Although everyone is confused as well. And I remember that spammer a-hole. I remember that spammer Hamish as well. That was actually on our Wales versus Argentina game, I believe, which I guess they were maybe a Welsh supporter. I'm not too sure, because I think that was one of the only ones we had it on was when Wales were playing. But yeah, at the end of the day, luckily it did stop, so we were all good there. And yeah, it does make it a lot more difficult to read the chat. Definitely when it's going quick as it is. As soon as you add like multiple messages back to back to back, it just makes it that much more tougher. I think you're more bigger than BKR. You get tons of more views on your international streams as well, says Luke. Although he does a lot more NRL as well, so I feel like that's why his NRL streams, even if we ever went down an NRL path, which I mean I'm kind of keen on expanding what sports we do. I want to do the Cricket World Cup is one that I am pretty keen on doing, because originally on the channel we were rugby and we were cricket, and we did the bit of KFC Big Bash League. Could you please do another quick game? I feel like I probably should, because I have been chatting for quite a wee while just about stuff. Oh, do I do a Sevens game, seeing as the Sevens is coming up? Oh, I've got a game. I've got a game. New Zealand taking on Fiji. The Olympic Sevens rematch. They're going to be in their white kit. We're going to go pro, and we are going to have a 7-minute match at Eden Park. See if we can beat them like the fellas weren't quite able to do in the final. Yeah, it's got the sometimes when there's 1K people, the chat is blazing fast, and it's hard to have a conversation as well in there as well. And Hamish, with your permission, can I spam Big Love about 7 times? I think I will allow it, Sebastian. I won't time you out. I think I will allow it for this one. And we have also got Kiwi Lads fast becoming the most watched when Union is on as well, says Katie Dixon. And that in my brain is just crazy to think about, because of the fact we only started just over a year ago, like on this YouTube channel. I think we were in late August, I think was when we started uploading Rugby Challenge. And then from there, we just kept kind of going, and then now we're here. And like the live streams just do insanely well, even the videos as well. Like, anytime a video gets 100 views, I am just, like, it sounds funny, but a channel with our size subscribers, normally people would look at, people would look at 100 views and think, yeah, nah, that's, like, not huge. But for me, it's more of the factor of, like, the fact that you guys are interacting on those 100 views that makes it that much more fun. I just love the interaction side of it as well, because I guess we're just that big rugby community at the moment, just growing together, I guess you could say, because of the fact that without you guys, there's just not kind of the interaction side of it as well. I love cricket as well in the chat from David, and also big love in the chat from everyone at the moment. BKR and NFL channel, San Francisco 49ers homie as well. I don't know how much NFL he's done. I think he's done 1 NFL game so far. But yeah, I actually watched some of the, what was it that I watched the other night? I watched Manchester United, versus Young Boys or something along those lines in the Europa Champions League. And it was something, I haven't watched a game of soccer or football, depending on where you're from, in like I pressed the button to put the ball down. it didn't put the ball down. Geez, that is a quick scrum. Right, one-on-one defence. Good tackle once again. It's Nana Satoro. Oh, do I have him at the Chiefs? I'm not sure whether he's at the Chiefs or not, so I'll have to add him in to the Chiefs, because I want to have it as good. Oh, good hit, Collier. Nice one, close to the touchline. Yes. We have got there in the chat as well. It's your positive vibes, Hamish, as well, says Katie Dixon. And poor Achilles falls all over himself to delete trolls from the Guru chat. Yeah, it is pretty tough to be able to delete all of the comments like that come through. And I do actually want to look at moderators at some stage soon. Because of the fact that if the chats keep on going as crazy as they are, I won't be able to read every single message, because at the moment the only channel moderator is actually Isaac. But I would be looking towards maybe some of you guys are on this live stream in that regard, because of the factor of just you guys. I guess you need to trust your moderators, and I think I've built quite a bit of trust with you guys, because you guys have been here for a very long time as well. I just tried doing that kick through watching it on my streaming software, and it's actually quite smooth as well. We have got the Hamish, no, though I reckon your channel is the most popular rugby YouTube channel live streams when the games are on. You have more viewers than the big boy 2 Cents and G-Man as well, says Johnny Blaze. Yeah, that's weird to think about, the fact that somehow we get pushed the most, I guess you could say, in terms of the viewers. But then, I mean, their videos wise, I think they go a lot more than us at this stage. But that's just one of those ones, you continue to grow it and just see how it goes. Like the videos, anytime, like I mentioned, we get like 200 views, it's like, whoa, that's quite a few, like in terms of just a random video. Like, I don't know how many views we get on just a completely and utterly random video. I'm not too sure how many that would get, like a random one of me and George going to the park or something. I feel like that wouldn't really go on the main channel though, but I'm wondering how many people like watch the videos because they ask, and I guess that's kind of what this Kiwi Lads gaming channel is a little bit as well, because of the fact that you guys are kind of here, I assume not because it's a little bit of rugby talk, although we are playing rugby at the moment and also talking rugby, but I think it is more of the factor of just coming for a chilled out chat as well. Young boys defeated Man United. I did see that, and that final minute goal, I was like, geez, this stuff's alright. I watched like the last 15 minutes or something at about 7 AM when I was up editing, because of the fact that when you're editing, it's very hard to concentrate on two things, or at least that's what I find. So normally I can only get away with either listening to music or if I'm doing thumbnails or anything like that. This guy's got a little bit of toe actually. Come back. That's not allowed, mate. He's quite quick. I believe that is actually Jerry Tawai, is it? Who was able to score that one, but he had a little bit of toe there. Was it Jerry Tawai? Was it Jerry Tawai? Was it Jerry Tawai? No, that's why I don't know Sevens too well. And we have got the in shock as well, says it Lewis, and also we have got BK called me a flog in one of his streams. That tells you how much he likes me as well. And we have got there, I deserve to discuss this, Luke. And could you maybe play more rugby sevens? I quite like to. And me and Isaac, we actually a while ago, did you guys, I'm not sure how many of you guys would have seen that series. He got that one straight down the middle. Me and Isaac, some of you guys may know, me and him actually did a kind of situation of me and Isaac. I just said the same thing twice, but me and Isaac, we played a few sevens games. We were New Zealand trying to beat Fiji, but kind of split screen sevens doesn't work anywhere near as well as kind of solo sevens. Now in this situation, they normally like to take a quick tap, don't they? I probably shouldn't have done it because I think that wasn't the right decision. Regan, where? Have you got a step on you? No, he doesn't. He's gone down. Oh, there was a man on the outside. Atene, get the ball, mate. He's got a step on him, Ateno Nanasatoro, and he is going for it. He's going all the way, and he scores the... Oh, did you see him gas out right at the last moment there? That was concerning there. We have got, I feel like 2 cents has more trolls, though. As well as Katie Dixon, and also Adel. The most fun when BK called some guy an absolute moron because he was defending Latrell Mitchell's hit on Joey Manu. Yeah, I guess it's... Yeah, that's probably not the easiest one to defend. Me and George actually played Rugby League Live 4 the other day, and it's going to be going up hopefully tomorrow, or the next day, sorry. And we actually had Latrell Mitchell in the Roosters because we've still got the old rosters, and George was just ripping them apart. I feel like some of it could go in, but some of it could not, due to language and whatnot. We have got there, didn't we have a 2 cents roll here once? Who's just been so nice to him as well, says Katie Dixon. We did indeed. We did have someone with the name 2 cents. 2 cents or 3 cents or something, 1 cent or something along those lines. We have got, I noticed in the weekend, Hamish, during the live feed, as the usual members had to back off a bit because it was crazy as well. Says David, yeah. It's getting to the stage how the speed that it goes, like, it's going to be tricky to, like, I didn't expect it at all. Like, for that live stream, I was expecting, like, the numbers in my head. Tell you what, go away, please, sir. That was not ideal. That would have been draining the gas tank. Go on, Dixon, mate. Round the side here. Break your way. Oh, no. He's broken himself, and he's going to get the ball ripped away, and this is not good because Fiji have a little bit of toe. There we go. We'll take that one back quickly. Thank you. Whoa, that's a nice pass. Thank you very much. But, yeah, pretty much that live stream, straight away, my New Zealand versus Argentina live stream, I expected, because of the fact that it wasn't New Zealand Australia, I was expecting maybe maximum 10,000 at the most. I thought maybe 5,000 or so we might be able to get. And then South Africa versus Australia, I expected around the same, but I expected others to be able to get a few more than us. But we just... It just went straight up the whole time, and it didn't stop going straight up. And I just couldn't see it. Like, it just wouldn't stop going, which was like the weirdest feeling. And just like, it was, yeah, it was as if half, I can't even speak about it now, but it was as if half of the town that I live in were sitting watching me talk about rugby for the game, which was just mind-blowing. Like, there was about 5 times, actually maybe even more, maybe about 6 or 7 times the amount of people that went to my school were watching during that live stream at once. Which, give it, surely that's mine. Surely that's How is that not mine? We haven't got the big super biased man. I could never be a rugby YouTuber because I'm too biased as well, says Johnny Blaze. I guess it just depends on, as well, it depends on how easily you can kind of admit that you are wrong if you do get things wrong, because I feel like that's where like the toughest part comes, because if you do a prediction and then it's wrong, it's like I saw quite a few comments for South Africa and I saw someone said, oh, we're close to the touchline, that's almost going to be a try actually, there we go. Yeah, I saw someone in the chat, or not in the chat, on the comment section, and I felt so bad for the man, because pretty much someone said Australia by 5, and the person in the chat pretty much said that they know nothing about rugby and that they're an idiot if they think that the Wallabies are going to win the game. And then also in the talks of Quade Cooper, this guy, unfortunately for him, got the answer pretty much completely right in the wrong way. He was like, it's not like Quade Cooper's going to have a match-winning performance in his first game back. And I was like, unfortunately, yeah, no, he actually did. 8 from 8's pretty impressive from Quade in that one, coming back from about 6-year layoff or whatever it was for that man. 5.5 we have got there in the chat. I'm seriously thinking about doing my own MLR live streams when 2022 season starts up, especially since the games are streamed for free and won't get copyrighted. But I'm so nervous as well, says Katie Dixon. Will they? Oh, it's a risky one because of the fact I feel like they may still end up getting copyrighted, maybe, because I do know that free to air sometimes. I've seen it for the NRL because they play the NRL games on 9, I believe, over in Australia. So some people were by the mindset of, because those kind of games are free to watch, that you'll be able to show the game. But I think it would be one, any game that I do of a new competition, I always do a test run on the Kiwi Lads second channel, the Kiwi Lads Sport. The boys don't want to get into that breakdown. The likes of the United Rugby Championship, when it does start up, Regan, you're going to actually lose all your pace here, I think. You're not catching him, so I would rest the legs. Everyone rest your legs. Everyone stop running. He's made it. Oh, bit of a jump there, but pretty much in that situation, I'm going to do the United Rugby Championship. The first game of that series, or the first game of that competition, I'm doing on the Kiwi Lads Sport channel. And the reason behind that is because it takes a long time to get a copyright strike removed off a stream, and meanwhile, while you have got that live stream strike, you aren't allowed to live stream for 3 months until it's removed, kind of thing. So if we were to get that copyright strike on the first game of the United Rugby Championship between the Lions and Zebra, then we wouldn't be able to do the All Blacks, Springboks, Argentina Wallabies, or any of those huge games that are taking place. So it's a little bit strategic in regards to the factor of, and like I've mentioned to you guys as well, like even if there's 10 of you watching that one, it will still be a very good time on that live stream. Like, so the numbers side of it is more of the experimental side of it. It's like what I did for the Bunnings NPC. I did the first game of the season on that channel as well, because of the fact that I didn't want it getting copyrighted and us missing out on the big All Blacks games, because of the fact that they are the thing that are growing the channel the most as well at the moment, and they are growing at a huge amount, a lot more than I was expecting. Oh, that's a beautiful offload. Go for the drop kick. Go for the drop kick. It's on. He's missed it. He's missed it by a mile, unfortunately. Seemed like a good idea at the time. We have got there. I think your brother, does Kansas have an MLR team? As well, says Luke, and not yet is the comment there. I get behind New Orleans as well, and also we have got there, he's Fijian. There's no way in hell you're going to catch him as well, says Johnny Blaze. Yeah, he was gone. From the moment they had the slight line break, I was never catching that man. Into stage, another push there. Can we get one more try? We might be able to. I keep on going like that. That wasn't a the weird thing is, I had that one. That's not who I wanted. That's still not really who I wanted. That's who I wanted. Nice Adoro. Boomfa. Nice one. We have got there in the chat. Yeah, you're right, Hamish. Technically, they aren't all free, but some are. The Rugby Network ones might be safe to do. I think it is worth the crack and see how it goes. Maybe even if it's on a tester live stream on a different channel, because the fact it is your first ever live stream, I assume it would be, you can kind of test the water, because if you've done 3 games and then they decide all of a sudden that they are copyright strikeable, then you will lose like that channel in that regard, which does suck, because of the fact that the copyright system on YouTube is not really that benefits streamers, because of the fact if you get one copyright strike, like if we were to show, that's what I always end up telling people as well, like on the live streams, if we show like 10 seconds of match footage, we can get taken off YouTube for 3 months which is like all of the competitions that are going on at the moment that we aren't allowed to upload or that we aren't allowed to do any live streams on. And that one as well. Did we get 50 points in that game? Almost, yeah, 49-12. Decent from the New Zealand side as well. But we ended up 50-7. Felt really bad as well, says Luke as well in the chat. I went to Fiji for a rugby trip, and when I was 14 and half our team got gassed by one Fijian kid, and I was the one to blame because I missed the tackle at the start. That must feel bad. Like, that's like the kid who forgets to bring the oranges at halftime, and everyone, you know, they give you that kind of, you forgot the oranges. The oranges, you have one job, and that was to bring us some citrusy fruits, and you messed that up. So you're now the one of the team that we don't like very much anymore. We've got Fijian people, they are super fast as well. I don't mean to cause offence too, sorry. As well, says Johnny Blazer. I wasn't sure whether or not I was allowed to read it, but I did read it in my head indeed. And we have got Katie sort of convinced me to cheer for the San Diego Legion in the MLR, because that's where Big Chris went after he left the Quins as well. That is Chris Robshaw, if I'm not wrong. I'm starting to learn a few of those players over there in the MLR. Did I get an achievement for that? I achieved something. I'm not sure what I achieved. Maybe it was win a game of sevens. Have I never played sevens? Surely I have. Maybe it was the... Oh, actually, I think it was to beat Fiji in sevens is like the big task. So did I, Luke. We had a Pacifica tournament in Lautoka and played also in Sigatoka in Fiji. It was so hard to play because of the heat as well, says Johnny Blaze. And Katie sort of convinced me... Oh, sorry, I heard that one. And also, you're going to have to create a dummy channel in case of a delete, says Katie Dixon. I love my Legion. Is that... I'm going to sound like I don't know anything about it. Is that who Adam Ashley Cooper plays for? And there's another one in that back line who I'm trying to think of. Is it Matt Giddo? Is Matt Giddo on that team as well? A couple of Australians are there, if I'm not wrong. Chris Robshaw totally spends hours and hours on some bets as well, said Johnny Blaze. And also did LA Giltinis win the MLR Championship. So if Stadium is phenomenal as well, mind-blowing as well, and Sophie is a beast, says Katie Dixon in the chat as well. But nonetheless, I think we are almost at the end of this live stream. I remember I said that at about 9 o'clock, and we are now at 10 past 10, but that is all good. I have enjoyed myself playing a little bit of Rugby Challenge as well. It does make me want to finish those teams on the Beer Pro mode so that I can get straight into me competition, that hopefully I'll be able to become as successful as this fella here. I decided to do a test run on a Beer Pro a little while ago, purely because of the fact that I wanted to make sure that by the time I got to the World Cup, oh no, they play for the Giltinis as well. I was not close. I was getting there though. Hopefully one day. But pretty much as you'll see here, when I go to my pro, I'm going to show you what he looks like, because it does look relatively close to me face, but not really. But my pro at the moment, he's rated 95, and there he is. Looks a little bit like me from an angle, but pretty much the reasoning behind me doing a few seasons beforehand was because of the factor of this was probably about 6 or 3 months ago or so, but the reason was because I wanted to get to the World Cup and make sure that it wasn't going to have me like skip those games of the World Cup if I was injured or anything like that. And I learned if you're injured for the World Cup, you do miss the World Cup, so I didn't actually get to play it on this one because I think my career mode is going to be the road to the World Cup as well. We have it's got there in the chat, yes, Sikatoko Stadium. Then the Villagers all try give you cover after the game. Good times as well, says Johnny Blaze. And also we have got there, went to Fijian schools and played them as well, says Luke. And we had a massive feed at the clubhouse after the games with the locals. And Lewis has said, are you going to play another game now? Because you could do New Zealand versus South Africa. I am actually going to have New Zealand versus Argentina come up on the channel, and possibly also USA, no, not USA, also Wallabies versus Springboks on Rugby Challenge in the next couple of days. I believe those will both be Saturday releases, although with the schedule on Saturday, there is certainly, it's pronounced Giltinis as well, like the word Giltinis. Is it Giltinis? Okay. See, I always thought it was Giltinis for some reason, and I'm not sure why, because Jill is a woman's name, not the name of a team. At this stage, it is Giltinis. Giltinis. I can remember that. That's going in the mind, in the back there. And next time I say it, when the MLR starts up, perhaps I can even give it a look and know that it is the Giltinis, not the Jill. That one is locked and loaded. My next game's up against Racing 92, but I will not play it because I am too excited about that Beer promo that I want to start up very, very soon. Well, that avatar does look a bit like you, Hamish, as well. Fiji is honestly heaven for me, not going to lie, as well, says Luke. I feel like I did a decent job on him, My face, that is. But the problem now is I've got to recreate that face for my new career mode as well. Yes, you got it, Hamish. As well, says Katie Dixon. My face is not loading now. Sadly, come on, where is he? Where is he? He's not showing up. Come on. Come on. He's not doing it. He's not going to do it. He's hiding. He's hiding. My squad. Who's in my team at the moment? Oh, I'm at the Sale Sharks, am I? No, where am I? Who am I playing for? I can't remember who I'm playing for. Am I playing for the Bristol Bears? No. I can't even remember who my team is. That's quite bad, isn't it? That shows how long it's been since I played this one. But there is my face. Although that will be not what my face looks like this weekend. Because of the fact that that last live stream, it was a weird situation. Because I got myself into a kind of forfeit with you guys. Even though both sides of the spectrum were me losing. Because it was either if the Wallabies won, I was going to have to shave this part of my face and leave the mustache. Or if the Springboks won, I guess I was right. I think was the only other part of that one. It didn't really have a two-way thing. So this part's going to be going, and then this part is going to be staying. Just the stash. It's not as good as Nick White's, though. Wish that it was a little bit stronger in that regard. But then I have got something that I am going to tomorrow. So I am going to go to that, and then when I come home, this part is going off, and it is just going to be the stash for the live stream tomorrow night for the Bunnings NPC. Going to look like a classic Kiwi in that regard. Have the mullet out. No, I don't have a mullet. I still got a bit of a messed up haircut. I smoked Fijian ganja and it was bad. Lol, mind. I was self-medicating like I am. Or I wasn't self-medicating as well. The famous Finja says it was Sebastian, and also, yeah, building up the tolerance is only downside to partaking as well. Says Katie Dixon. See, I don't know all these things, so you guys are teaching me a lot as well. At the same time, when I had the Guva, I think it is called, I full on vomited because I took a massive gulp of it. Worst thing ever, but I love it as well. Says Luke. And then Johnny Blaze has got the smiley faces. And I want to try Carver. So I'm going to have to ask the question because I feel like you guys will be slightly disappointed in me a little bit. What is Carver? Is Carver kind of, is it alcohol or is it like homemade, like homebrew or something? Or is it like a situation of, what is it? Because I have no idea. To be fair, I'm actually going to play this game up against Racing 92 and see if I can get us a win on the Be a Pro. So is Carver like an I know it's alcoholic, but I don't know what it is. I tackled a Fijian once in a high school rugby game once. All I saw was stars as well. Says David, yeah, they're hard to put down, those Fijians. They've got, like, Salisi Rayasi. He in the Bunnings NPC is going to be tearing it up on the wing because of the fact he's just got pretty much just insane leg strength. And also just great balance. Has helped him. Carver is a natural drink, as well, says Luke, and also Carver leaves taste a bit, or taste to be desired as well. Says it is Johnny Blaze. And where is me face? We're going to go down to me. Bath. I play for Bath. I thought I was at somewhere decent. Oh, that sounded bad, but I thought I was at somewhere like the Bristol Bears or someone. That sounded really harsh to Bath. I actually quite like watching Bath play. That guy's trying to steal my haircut, though. Max Clark. Max Clark almost looks more like me than I do. Other than the paleness. Wait up. I'm going to make the face. I feel like that's not too bad overall. I feel like I've done decently. And Luke has also got rid of his, and Lewis has also got rid of his in the chat as well. I'm not sure what those said. But yeah, at this stage, I'm actually the captain of the boys. Carver is a root. It's not alcohol. It numbs the nerves. So it doesn't get you drunk or anything like that. It just kind of numbs you. That's a good way to start a match. Take him off. I'm also the captain, so I get to decide on things as well. We have got there. It's a root plant that they grind up and strain with water and drink. It's a cultural drink in the islands, a thing of respect. It's like New Zealand do the haka as respect. They have carver ceremony as respect as well. So does it like, because I know you guys mention it quite a bit in the chat. That wasn't a good kick. Oi oi, oi oi, oi oi. Oi oi, over on the inside. So is it like, does it make you like feel things? That sounds very weird. Does it like, is it like a, so it numbs your body, does it? Or something along those lines? I should have passed that. I got a little bit thinking I was a bit of a star because I play for Bath. You know, but we've still got that ball, luckily. At this stage, we have got there. It's saying, uncanny. Good job, Hamish. As well, says Katie Dixon. Oh, that's going to be Racing 92's ball. I wish they had Kurtley Beale, so I feel like he's one player that I'll have to add as well. And my lips just went numb drinking Carver. Well, mate drinks Steinlager. 2 24 packs as well, says Mobstay. And also we have got there. So it's like a respectful drink, because I know that it's offered to me quite a few times, and I've always thought it was just a drink or something along those lines. I thought it was actually a name for alcohol, to be honest. But now I feel like I'm starting to learn a little bit more. Age 17, that's bloody modest as well, says Sebastian. He doesn't age, this man. Wait, did it say I was still only 17? Because I'm into 2024 or whatever it is at the moment. So does that mean I started playing when I was like 13? Oh yes, this is an overlap. Wait for it, wait for it. That was a terrible pass, mate, but I've set up the man on the outside. He's got a bit of pace as well on the inside. Nah, I didn't pass it. Unfortunately, we also got there's a ritual with drinking it as well, and it shakes, numbs your body, and makes you want to sleep. Sleep for me as well, says Luke. And also you feel relaxed, chilled out, like stoned. It's different, or not like stoned, sorry. Oh, that was close. Oh, Nakarawa. Actually, no, that is. He's in touch. Unlucky. We have got, you get dry skin too, and you're numb and relaxed. Because you always say about the Carver dry skin, and I never understood the reference because you said Carver makes my skin dry and itchy, and I didn't know what that meant. But I guess now I'm starting to learn it a little bit more. This is rolling maul central. Push, boys. Oh, geez, that was not a good rolling maul for the boys. We're going to go out the back line though, and we're going to get a try out wide. Surely. Keep it going, keep it... Oh, you needed to offload that ball, boy. Because of it, if we lose this ball, I would be disappointed. Oh, this way, this way, this way, this way, this way, this way. Give it out here, mate. Give it some. Get off me, mate. Offload, offload, offload. No, it's in touch. It was close, it was close. Little overlap, little overlap. Yeah, it's got the first time I ever had it was when this dingbat Australian surfer went on a Pacific tour during the surf competition in 2003. And he couldn't feel his face as well. Oh, we're stolen that one. Nice one, nice one. He's been hit hard and he's injured. Jack Willison as well. I don't even know who's on my team at this stage, I'll be honest. If it was Alco, would you think they would go to a 14-year-old rugby team? That is a very good point. In that regard, that's a reference pro. I say it just to wind up our Fijian brothers as well, says Johnny Blaze. And also we've got me and my Tongan mate got plastered on Carver once. We got pulled over by the cops as well. I've learned a rugby challenge. If you're telling him right to do something, he just stands there and gets stage fright, and then you normally lose the ball. I'm not sure why I couldn't just explain that rather than actually letting it happen, because now we've lost the ball. Oh, that's good offload. Oh, big hit. Big hit. Go on. Fire it out here, mate. Oh, these guys are quick. They're not letting me around the outside. Unfortunately, we had it when I was 6 as well, says Luke. And also we have got, yes, David, the cops can't pick it up. And funny as well, my mate blew in the bag. So it's not alcohol, there was no reading, so the cop made us walk home as well. Oh, Nakarawa, he's got it in a line out, isn't he? Where is he at the moment, Nakarawa? Is he still at Racing 92? Do let me know. These guys are making quite a bit of meters at the moment. He'll kick this. No, he decided to run it. Now he tried to kick it. That was the wrong time to kick it there. For Bryce Doolin, as they have got him. Which it is not Kids on Carver as well, says Katie Dixon. That sounds like... Why does that sound like a good name for like a reality TV show or something? For, in Fiji, Kids on Carver. Or Carver, sorry. What's this guy doing? That's the guy who has the same face as me. And he's just lost the ball. He's getting sacked. This one's mine. 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 Let me take it, boys. Once he comes through, this one's mine. Oh, yes. Right. We're not actually winning this game, and it's the Champions Cup, so I feel like I should take the 3 here. I'm also the kicker because I'm a bit good. This is a bit of a wind. That seems very slow. I think I'm only on hard for this one on my tester, but I'm going to be on pro for the actual one. So that's going to be a little bit tougher. Apparently it's now illegal in the US, or sorry, in Australia. I've been told the Tongans ship it over hundreds of kilos, and now it's banned. Or maybe it's just certain states. Or certain states, sorry, as well. And we have got, if you can go to Fiji one time, I highly recommend you do it. As well, says Luke. And also we have got Kids on Carver, sounds like a channel, and we need to start as well. I mean, maybe one day. Although we would have to first find some kids on Carver, and then that's probably a different lawsuit. Coming around, get in there, get in there, get in there. No, we've lost that ball, unfortunately. The boys just weren't quite quick enough. And in the breakdown, that's a missed tackle, unfortunately. I'm really not showing my skill level here, other than I got the kick. We'll take the scrum. We'll take the scrum. I don't know anything about that, Johnny Blaze. Every time I had it, I was in Fiji. As well, says Luke. Half-time. We're winning 3-0. This is a close game. Normally, I play 20-minute games of this as well, just to really give you an opportunity to complete all of your tasks. Are they going to kick it out? Make that tackle. Up, 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 up. Yeah. Oh, I got the ball, mate. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Unless, should I have? Should I have? Should I have? No, I shouldn't have. That wasn't smart. Please. Please. Okay, we still got it. That's that Clark fellow. Every time he touches the ball, we lose it. Unfortunately. Oh, this is dangerous. This is dangerous. This is very dangerous. It's a 2-on-1 out here. Oh, look at that defence, eh? Defensive line. Nailed it. Kids on Carver Low. I'm going to print that on a t-shirt for the kids as well. Says Johnny Blaze. And also we have got No Weekend be Kids on Carver. It'll be like Jackass. As well, says Katie Dixon. It's an idea. We could pitch it to a company or something. That is one thing. Not the Kids on Carver thing. But that's one thing I want to do one day with the Kiwi lads. Is have some sort of, maybe not a show. Oh, tell you what. This is almost... That's almost real danger there. You can't let that one bounce. I kind of want to do some sort of tour. Or not tour so much as some sort of series where we go around the world. And either something to do with rugby or something in general. And really just try and... Or try and do something along those lines. Of some sort of show / where we go to a different country. Or we go to many different countries. And kind of just do what we do. Which is hyper random stuff. See how it goes. This was a nice try, eh? A little try for the halfback here. What a ball hog, eh? Going off the back. But then the number 8, he doesn't know how to run forward. So you got to take it yourself. Was that ball down? Probably not, but we'll take it. Because it is for the Champions Cup. Good, good. Right. We're going to be leading by a little bit more. I went to Fiji once. I was going back in 1983. As well as this David, I've never been to Fiji. Unfortunately, I almost had the opportunity to a couple years ago, but didn't quite get to be able to go. So I think it would be one of those... Uh-oh. Okay, we're good. Not sure what happened to my hands there, but it's not ideal. Oh, I didn't really want to play halfback here, but we're going to... Their fullback is facing the wrong way. This guy's running at us big time, which is why I should have maybe kicked that a little bit earlier on. And now that number 15, little grubber in behind, a little bit of a territory game going on. Yeah. No. But over here, boys, get in the breakdown. We're not letting them score now. In you go. Oh, not releasing almost there. Go around the side, mate. Gotcha. The big fella taking him down. That's ours. Kick it for touch. It's gone down. Kick it for touch. Someone kick it for touch. We're getting close to our touchline. Kick it for touch. I'll kick it for touch because no one else is. Oh, that guy's waiting next to the breakdown to get me there. Oh, and he did once again, but the wind taking it hard. Stepped in touch. Unlucky, mate. That's ours. The snowboarding vlogs you guys made was awesome. Travel vlogs are a great idea for Too Funny as well. See, that's the thing. Those videos were like 4 years ago or something, which seems crazy to think how quick that time's gone. But the likes of those little behind-the-scenes ones, we kind of had a more, or not really more... What's that guy doing? Who's that? Number 10. Take him off. Take him off. He shouldn't be out there at the moment. Be a pro is heavily reliant on who you got around you as well, I've realised. Nakarawa, he's good at those ones. Stop him. Stop him. Stop him. Nice. Right. They're going wide with this one, so I'm going to start covering now. Oh, no, they've gone the other way. That was well done. I got him. Oh, come here, chat. Oh, sorry, chat. That was a little bit close to another word there. I want to go back in time. I wish I was born like 20 years earlier. As well as these Johnny Blaze, and also Jamaica has a rugby sevens team. I know Jamaica plays rugby league. Funny you should mention that, because they are actually in the sevens competition that has taken place this weekend. They are going to be up against the likes of Hong Kong, USA, Great Britain, Germany, Spain. All of those sides are going to be there. And yeah, they are one of them, which is pretty awesome. We'll just kick that one downfield. Oh, we've got a little bit of toe. There's a strong crosswind going on at the moment. Doolin. Oh, we got him, but he's going to make the nice pass. That's great. That's great. Get up. Get up. Get it. Oh, I was going to be out there. I feel like now that I've watched a little bit more rugby, like I don't want to say that I know what I'm doing, but I don't know what I'm doing, but I know a little bit more of what I'm doing than what I would have if I hadn't watched a bit of rugby. Other than the fact that I don't play like a halfback. Like, I always run all over the place, get myself in the wrong position, run myself ragged, but it works sometimes. I scored the only try of the match, but that was just because I was selfish and didn't pass it out the back line. You're mine. Have one of those. Oh, okay. I think that was John Arfoa, was it? No, probably not. It was just some other bald fellow. Machino. Yes, 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 yes. Yes. No, wrong way. Although. Oh, that was almost nice there. Oh, we have got there. No, Papua New Guinea, 7's team. Oh. Somehow we survived there. No, I don't believe they do have one in this competition, unfortunately. Get that back line going. Nice step back on the inside. I didn't want it. We wanted to go on the outside. That was forward, but we'll take it. This game's still not won by us at the moment. Fire it out here, mate. Offload back. Another one on the outside, or inside, or outside. Now looking nice. Just getting the ball moving so that they can't keep up with it round the side here. Oh, I almost wanted that gap. That was needed. That was needed as a pass there, mate. But we still got the ball. Oh, this way, this way, this way, this way. Please have the ball. Now. Oh no. Oh yeah, it's got there. I've only seen snow twice in my life. As well says Luke, I think I've probably seen it maybe 4 or 5 times, or maybe a few more than that. But I wouldn't say it's more than 10. Like, I've seen snow, but settled snow's probably only like 3. Or so, only twice since I have lived where I am now for the past kind of 17 years. Or somewhere around there is about when it is. But now it's going to be a backline movement possibly. No, we're not quite linking up nicely. Still going to keep on going hopefully, but they're going to steal this ball here, Racing 92, unless I join that breakdown. But we still haven't quite got that one. In the 1987 Rugby World Cup, there was a Fijian player called Colin Duanrua, and he made the Fijian pass famous as well, says David. I just realised I am a mile offside. I will have to cut back very quickly because I'm actually going to have to make that tackle. No, it's going to be the try, and it is going to be Fakatava who scores it as well for the Racing 92 side. So they will get themselves a bonus point now. Varumi Fakatava is the man who was able to get away. It's got there's a Rasta village in Jamaica whom encourage 420 travellers to visit. They live up in the hills and live off grid as well, says Johnny Blaze. This was a nice ball to the short side here, and then nice pass out to Fakatava. And then from there, that is not Fakatava, but it is still the same name, different face at this stage. But he was able to score the try for Racing 92. Finn Russell also not the right one. Tell you what, if he kicks this one very, very quickly, which he's not quite going to be able to, it does mean now that it is going to be full-time 10 points to the 7 as well. We have got Sounds Like an American Green. Weed dispensing one as well. We have got Duan Durua as well. Pronunciation was on point, bro. Well, it sounded like it as well. I don't even know. Says Johnny Blaze. I think it's the tongue roll. Anytime, I think I said this on one of the live streams as well. Anytime you don't know how to pronounce something, if it's got an R in it, just roll it. And you hope for the best. You know, even though that name does not have an R in it, but it seems like it would with Dua. Oh, it could be Duan Dua, maybe. But I like the sound of Durua a little bit better in that regard. But we were able to win that game. That was a little bit closer. Handling errors 3, not ideal in that one. I'm not sure whether we completed anything either. Mate, favourites, Tokes is White Rono, yeah, as well in the chat, and also in there was trying to do with Nipton, sorry. And White Rhino is very good. I like as well, says Johnny Blaze. But nonetheless, I think we are going to be at the end of this live stream. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like, and if you want to see that Be a Pro mode, it is coming very soon. Hopefully, you guys did enjoy this live stream though on GTA, and also a bit of Rugby Challenge at the end as well. But nonetheless, I do thank you all very much for tuning in. We are going to be back with many, many, many live streams over this weekend. There is a huge amount. I'm not sure whether or not I will be able to have like an exact schedule in terms of all the games, but just know there's going to be a bit of everything. We're going to have the Bunnings NPC, the Rugby Championship, the Gallagher Premiership. Also, we are going to be having our reviews, or sorry, our previews of the match. There's so much. Top 14, the 7s competition, and also there's something else scattered throughout there as well, probably along the lines of building up to that match between the Springboks and the All Blacks. We've got plenty planned for that. But nonetheless, I do thank you all very much for tuning in. If you are new, be sure to hit that subscribe button as well. We have got there, yeah, we wanted to do a weed resort as well with THC soaking pools and everything. We defunct though. As well, says Katie Dixon and Jezzel, says David, and I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Hopefully, I do get to see you guys for the Bunnings NPC live stream that is going to be starting at 7:05 or so. That is the kickoff. So we'll probably be starting about 5 to 10 minutes beforehand. Really look through the sites, talk all the things rugby that is coming up. And nonetheless, thank you all very much for tuning in. And I will see you all for the next one.